Hi! Happy Saturday. Good evening, everybody. Yes. Audience voice. Woo! Woo! Yes, welcome to our third official weekend kumustahan. And week, for tonight rather, we have a specific theme, not really limited to, but mostly about Pride. Yeah, it's the culmination. Pride month is almost over. Yeah, last weekend na ng June. So yeah, let's talk about anything and everything about Pride. Tapos in the great tradition of discussing recently released albums during the intro ng Kumustahan. Have you guys checked the Born This Way 10th anniversary release? Kasi yung for first time we talked about Taylor's Fearless. The second one, we talked about Olivia Rodrigo's Sour. Now let's talk about Lady Gaga's Born This Way. She re-released her album with six new tracks. Si Ravi daw yung top listener. Love it. Wait, is this ODB? Yes, this is ODB. Sorry. Bago na naman yung persona mo. Nasa-stress ako. Okay, akala ko kung sino to. Akala ko someone from like outside the server because we are live publicly all over Discord. So like anyone outside of our server can actually listen to our stage right now. But anyway, yeah. As I was talking, Lady Gaga released Born This Way in 2011, plus 10, 2021, yeah. And then may six new tracks from members and allies of the LGBTQIA plus community. There's Kylie Minogue's "Marry the Night," Orville Peck's "Born This Way." It's the country road version. I really like it. Big Frida's "Judas." The Highwomen, Britney Spencer and Madeline and Highway Unicorn. Years and Years, The Edge of Glory, and yung super mapanakit na itatago natin sa pangalang Ben Platt. He covered You and I, na nag-release din siya ng music video, in case you guys didn't catch that. May music video. Siya lang among the six ang nag-release ng music video. Hopefully yung other artists din. It's so good. It's like expected of Ben Platt to like tug our heartstrings. Yan. So, anyway, as you've noticed, I'm alone. Pero in case anyone wants to talk with me, like not lang sa chat, like I want to hear your voice, please raise your hand. Just come up here sa stage. Kasi ako lang, hindi naman pwedeng ako lang yung mag-isa tapos malalasing ako mag-isa na sasalita lang dito, di ba? Ikaw lang. Anyway, yeah. How was your week? Ganito na lang. How was your week, guys? Kumusta naman? In terms of not Pride exclusive, like how's work, how's school, how's tambay life, in case you're just chilling at home, kumusta naman yung mga responsibilities natin? Sa responsibilities talaga dumiretso. Oo nga. What responsibilities? Pero parang parang sensitive topic at charot. Yeah, shout out sa mga umiinom. Oo. Shout out din sa mga sober. Yes, we love that. Pero I will take a special moment to shout out sa mga umiinom. Oh, sabi ni Miss J, life-changing po ang linggong ito for me. Oh my. Yeah, is it because of like your, yeah, what's happening with your living arrangements, if I'm not mistaken. Are you referring to that? Yes. We've seen the boxes. We know how stressful packing things is, and moving to a new place. Wait, ayan. Ayan. Oh, si Miss J yung mag-unpack. Hello, let's go new place. We love that for you. Yes. We love that exciting change. Sabi ni Bobby, ano to Bobby? Nakalimutan mo na kung paano maglakad. Can you expound on that, Bobby? What made your legs quiver? Who made your legs quiver? Oo. Sige nga, since you since you've brought that up. Oo. Tet, Bobby. Oo. Nakaupo ka lang ba the whole week? Front of your computer, watching stuff? I'm waiting for tagal. Nakaupo lang siya. Bakit wala ka bang lakad sa labas, Bobby? Walang milky dates or like taco meetups, ganon. Wala recently. Oo. So inadmit niyang merong milky dates before. Please take note. Oo. On the record po, yung pag-admit ni Bobby na wala recently milky dates. Oo. we're, we're going yung best friend niya yung ka-date niya. Okay. Sige, we love that. We love platonic dates. Ano yung name ng best friend? Charot, nag-name drop. Nandito siya. Okay. We love that for you. Anyway, let's let's proceed with, as usual. I have like a few outline questions. Yeah. Let's talk about people, actual real life people, or characters that are queer that made a significant impact in your life. Parang ang deep naman ng significant. Ito na lang, like just like name a real life person or fictional character who is queer that maybe inspired you in a way, or left a lasting impression when you first encountered them or met them. Yeah, I want to hear your experiences. Shut up. Talk to me. But yung thank you sa mga typing. Let's go. Anyway, shot. Tapos ma-appeal sa edit lang ako. Oh, that's a very that's a great example. Veronica. Start with Veronica. Um, Glees Santana Lopez. Yeah, played by the late Naya Rivera. Let me share as in peace. Yes, it's all about her. I really love her character in Glee. I think like she's one of the characters that really drawn me personally into like watching the show, because she's a villain. Yeah, she is a villain. That's given, but you can't like hate her, right? I mean, I don't know. It for me, it was like she had a she had a well written background. You know where she's coming from, and it's refreshing to see such character. I don't know if it makes sense, right? Plus her songs, yeah, you can't hate her because she spoke facts. Plus her songs were really good. um her duet with the Flash, what's his name? Sebastian, yung Smooth Criminal with the um cello guys is really good. Tapos ano pa? What was that song again? If I Die Young. The song she sang during the quarterback episode, right? It was If I Die Young. Oh, yeah, by the band Perry. If I Die Young. Yeah, yeah. Right? I miss. Oh yeah, Valerie. Right, she sang Valerie. I almost forgot about Valerie because, like, when I think of Valerie, I immediately think of Mike Chang and Brittany's dancing. But she sang that song. Love that. Yeah, same. DJ Rain. I also played that song when the news broke out about her being missing. Tapos it really uh it's in context. It's eerily in context, which is like, I don't know, brought goosebumps. Yeah. May she rest in peace. Wait, what did they sing, Miss J? Sorry, duets episode. Step Bro will hate me for not remembering. River Deep Mountain High. Yes. The one, oh yeah. I remember now. Okay, okay. Yes. Yeah, they should have won. Actually. Actually, si Mercedes Santana yung underutilized na vocals ng vocal ng New Directions. Yeah, that's why they left uh, for some time, created their own group as they should have long time ago. Because it was always the racial Berry show. But like, that's beside the point. But yeah, let's go to uh Elodge. Elodge mentioned si Kate Blanchett. Sana. Kaso hindi siya queer. Yeah. Oo. Pero are you like talking about her character in the movie Carol? Carol, right? Because that's a great movie. Also, stellar performance from Kate Blanchett. Yeah, yun lang. You really this is a personal opinion. Like let's not really not really I for the lack of better term, like, not put straight people acting queer on a pedestal because it's not that special. I don't know. I'm all for giving queer roles to queer actors, but they can still play queer roles. No, if they can do it with justice. Yeah, yeah, but it queer for me, queer roles shouldn't be limited to queer actors, naman, because it number one, it puts queer actors at a position where they should disclose their sexuality for them to earn roles. Yeah. It limits them with the roles that they can play, and it also limits, yeah, uh, uh, queer roles can be played by straight actors as long as it is played with respect, dignity. Uh, I said what I said. If you guys, oh, let's talk about that later, DJ Rain. I'm taking note of your inputs. Anyway, DJ Rain also mentioned Ilana from Broad City. I love this show. Okay, to those who are not in knowledgeable, Broad City is a comedy show from Comedy Central from the minds of Ilana Glazer and Abby Jacobs. It started out as a YouTube, what's the term? YouTube mini series, mini videos, right? Mini skits they did, and then Comedy Central picked it up under the tutelage of Amy Poehler. siya yung executive producer ng show, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oo. Tapos it's really funny. It's I don't know, it broke the rules of comedy in terms of presenting um a friendship between two women, two really strong women. Tapos I don't know, all their antics are absurd. It's very New York, but it's really really entertaining. I love Ilana's character because it's basically how I lived my. So you're saying you've had like, sorry, I really can't like go into detail on like what Ilana did in the show. You guys should check that out because it's very NSFW. You know, Ilana is that character. She's the bad influence, quote unquote bad influence in the friendship. She brings the fun, right? Because you know Abby is the reserved kind, the I want to be at home, it's chilling. Ilana's like, let's go out, let's party, let's. Uh, we love that for you, DJ Rain. Anyway, go check out Comedy Central's Broad City. They already are finished with 5 seasons. Five, six. It's fun. Tapos, who else mentioned character? Ah, wala na. But um uh speaking of TV shows, yeah, DJ Rain mentioned since we're on a topic of queer actors playing queer roles, HBO's Looking. That is a groundbreaking uh TV show that really portrayed the life of gay men in yeah, it's very specific. It's very Los Angeles centered, but you can't help but see yourself in the characters. I don't know. Speaking from uh, 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 gay man's perspective, you really can't help but like relate to what they're doing, they're experiencing. Yeah, it's like looking in the mirror. Yeah, like seeing all of your flaws, flaws, your flaws and your beauty. Yeah, all of it. It's fun. It stars si Jonathan Groff now, I remember. Jonathan Groff. I can't remember the names of the other actors. Good. Sad lang because they only had 2 seasons and they concluded with one movie. Yeah. It's fun. It's HBO, so it's not that censored. If you're into the gritty kind, let's not go into detail into the not safe for work elements. But yeah, it's fun. Someone, may na-raise na question si Neb. Oo. Pero this is like for anyone lang naman na willing to disclose or to share. Yeah. What or who is your gay awakening? Kakaloka naman to. Is it time to dig deep? Oo. What or who is your gay awakening? Or like, let's just say like to those who are not like who do not identify as queer, who or what is the first like gay or lesbian or LGBTQIA person identity icon that you've seen in media or in your life, ganon. Sino yung first yung like na-realize nyo lang or like nag-wonder or like question kayo? Yeah. To make things exclusive, eh, all encompassing, ganun. Teka lang, naloloka ko sa mga sagot niyo. Simulan natin kay dalawa silang magkasunod no from the same movie. Veronica said si Gabriella from High School Musical and Neb said si Troy Bolton from High School Musical with attachment talaga na image, okay? Okay, I gets. I mean, yeah, gets ko yung Gabriella and Troy because they were really hot Hot talaga. I mean, they were a hot couple for a Disney flick. Plus, hello. Wait lang. Singit ko lang yung joke na yung tweet na sabi na, thank you very much for Troy Bolton for adjusting. Kasi nung teenage years daw niya, type niya si Troy Bolton, the twink type. And then when she got older, Zac Efron also adjusted and became the daddy buff type na parang it's from the twink. It's a rite of passage daw in terms of your taste level in men. Thank you to Zac Efron for adjusting. Like he knows what we want. Kakaloka. Pero which is true, right? I mean, to those who had such shift in taste. Yes. Nag-i-imagine ako eh. Wag, no. um, Elodge said Amanda Seyfried's Chloe. Ooh. Oh, Amanda yung name niya, be. Ooh. Wait, Chloe is, ano nga tong movie na to? Sorry, teka. I have to uh, refresh my mind. Chloe. Ooh, this movie. Okay. Oh. With Julianne Moore. I remember this. Okay. Oh, yeah. Wait, teka lang. Balik tayo kay Zac Efron. Zac Efron must work in Ninja Van because he delivers. Tapos taga-JNT pala siya. Oo. This is not paid for by Ninja Van, JNT. Pero kung nakikinig man kayo, nasaan na po yung parcel ko? Oo. 3 days, fourth day na po niya ngayon sa delivery hub. Kaya na po siya lalabas for delivery. Kung nakikinig mo po kayo, sana po yung parcel ko. Anyway, let's go back to your gay awakenings. V said Mystica. This is a very left field choice, but a very strong uh, strong choice, right? It's Mystica, really. She was. I mean, I think the earliest memory of Mystica I can remember is yung mag-split siya in between two monoblock chairs. That was like iconic. And like if we're being honest, I've tried that myself. And it did not end well for me. Not as fierce as Mystica, but like I've tried it. But I can't try it now, Iconic, right? And to our listeners, if you haven't um discovered and experienced the majestic beauty of a wonderful piece of art called Querido by Mystica, please go check that out. It's an audiovisual experience. Cinema was invented, the term cinema was coined when Mystica created Querido. Scorsese is shaking, Hitchcock found jobless, uh, Tarantino who, yeah, Godard, Agnes Varda, and the rest of your French and European film movement found shaking. Yes. Check that out, guys. Gusto talaga manood ulit ng Querido, guys. But like it's one of those like it's really good, but like do we have to watch it again? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. It deserves a rewatch if you have the chance. Oh my god, I remember like that's early Nerdvana days. Sa mga matanda na sa Nerdvana probably experience that Kirito screening here. anyway, who else mentioned? Sabi ni Aling Marites, feel niya si Asunta De Rossi, yung tanduay na calendar. Actually, although it it really reeks of your male gaze and your misogynism, those tanduay calendars are really iconic. Plus, every year, like if I don't know, it's bad, but it felt like it's the status symbol of your celebrities. Like if you're the calendar girl for the year, like you're the it girl because your face will be everywhere, literally everywhere. It really propels you into this level of fame. I don't know, it's not an ideal way of achieving fame, but it's yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's still a thing now. Are like Tanduay or other alcoholic beverages still put out calendars all around? Kasi it's a thing in your provinces, I guess. I think right. It's it's really big in the barrio. Because like I remembered like oh libre siya. Ah libre pala siya. Tapos it's a staple in your karaokehan. Yung mga karaokehan na hulog 5 na like communal ko. Oo, yung inuman din at the same time kapag gabi. Laging may calendar. Tapos ang question ko lang, bakit babae lang? Bakit walang lalaki? I mean, pero gets, it's a very sexist. It's a patriarchal society we live in, and most of media caters to the male gaze and that kind of misogynism. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, they should make one with the guys. It's not too late. Oh, sino pwede? Let's charot. I think si Neb. I think Neb pwede. Or si Bobby. Oo. Sige, si Neb sa Tanduay, si Bobby sa GSM Blue. Oo. Pwede naman. Ano pa? May Emperador pa. Sinong gusto Emperador? Paki-dibs na lang, guys. Oo. Magpapa-sign up sheet po tayo. Oo. Gawa tayo for next year. Si Wanyu daw sa MP. Sige. Si Zizix saan? Si Zizix sa Kulafu. Nandito ba siya? Dimension talaga. Zizix sa Kulafu, oo. Tapos si Ran sa Vita Coco. Si Step Bro sa Tuba. Uy, shock to. Shock tong parang gamot. Di ba? Bet ko yung Ran, pwede namang pakikat niya sa recording ha. Ran, pwede mo siguro i-pitch sa company niyo na, uy, what if we make a calendar? Si Isko sa Lambanog. Gusto ko soju. Pwede ako sa soju. Charot. Yung soju nagpa-calendar. Oo, Ovi. Suggest niya na mag-calendar. Tapos siya din yung model, of course. Si Bobby yung milk tea. Ay, oo nga pala, di ba si Ayu? Oo. Endorser siya ng anong soju brand, di ba yun? Ang funny ng thought. Sige, please take note sa creative scheme. We should make that Nerdvana project. Gawa tayo calendar. Ayaw mo pa nun, Ran? It's an international ad campaign. You wanna be on top? Oo. The winner of Nerdvana's Next Top Model will receive a 1-year international ad campaign with redacted. Oo, calendar tapos si Earl yung gagawa para GIF na gawa sa Canva. talagang in-expose mo na sa Canva gumagawa ng GIF si Earl. Earl, please confirm. Earl, are you here? Earl is here. Earl, please, please expose your tools of your trade. Anyway, asa na ba tayo? We were talking about that was Aling Marites' entry. Okay? Anyway, sa mga bagong dating, we were talking about who or what is your gay awakening? Oo. Para sa mga doon sa mga hindi nag-identify na as queer or gay, pwede namang who or what is yung first gay any semblance of queerness that you've encountered early on in your life. Yes. Anyway, let's go back to wait lang, wait lang. Oo nga babasahin ko. Yung kay DJ Rain muna. Oo. Napaka ano to napaka I think marami kayong Eva. Sabi ni DJ Rain, it's the men's underwear section. I mean, yes. To quote a very powerful woman, tama, tama. Can you guys like attach pictures? I-spoiler nyo lang. Just to like jog our memory. Yeah, Judge yung brand, right? My Judge, my Hanes. Yung Hanes, wala masyado sa Hanes. It's your not so popular brands that sport those more provocative guys. Provocative talaga. 'Di ba? Tapos speaking of like since in the topic of the underwear section, hello, yung sa catalog ng Avon, ng Natasha, ng Nathaniel. Bago na ni siya na model. I don't know this I don't know this torso. Oh my god. Yes, yes. I mean, yeah, it's the earliest access to quasi porn or earliest access to the male human anatomy every gay kid encountered, I guess. Tapos ang merong era na I forgot his name. Dapat nandito si June. Let's talk about this again later pag nandito na si June. Kasi I think si June yung nakakaalam. Si June yung may index at glossary ng mga models ng underwear. Oo. I remember my favorite bench body billboard sa Aguada. Can you describe Miss J? Charot. Oh, DJ Ray, hinahinay lang kasi Discord is still oh, this is the anong tawag nila? Volcanoes. Volcanoes? Yung rugby team ng Philippines. Yeah, Philippine Volcanoes. Yes. I don't know what are their names. Charot. Just for research purposes. Yung nasa left, kamukha ni Mateo Gulicelli. Nasa right, kamukha naman ni Richard. Charot. Yung mga kamukha sila. Oo, ito yung billboard spot ng bench sa may Guada na na twice din last year, 'di ba? Ito yung sa Guada, yung tatlong malalaking billboards na I remember nandun yung twice for some time. Oh. It's a very um tawag din, it's a very strategic spot in terms of advertising kasi ang parang walang tall buildings, tapos it's beside the river, tapos especially pag traffic, you really can't like hindi mo maiwasan to just like stare at the billboards. Yun lang yung view mo. Not that you're gonna complain with this kind of view. Oo. Bet ko yung nag-identify na tayo ng names. Si Ned Stephenson daw yung nasa pinaka. As per, charot, nag-name drop. Sige, yung goal tonight is ma-identify yung tatlong models, tatlong athletes na nasa. Si Mikael, oh my God, yes. Si Mikael Daez ay model din ng underwear before. I remember him sporting those classic white tighties. Oo, na may billboard din sa NLEX. Oh, Hanford. Oo. Yes. Oo, si Mikael Daez na asawa ni Megan Young, Miss World 2014. Oo. Oh, yeah. Teka, nagulat ako sa sinend ni V. Parang, 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 teka lang, kalma-kalmahan mo lang, V. V. Sabi ni Saint, si Carlos Agassi na nakashake hand. Oo. Grabe, parang inantay talaga ni V yung right moment to send the big guns. Literally the big guns. Let's Carlos Agassi. Si Carlos Agassi, marami siyang brands na promote as far as I'm concerned. Marami siyang, like parang nagpalipat-lipat siya. Right? Parang he literally rules the underwear men section ng mga department stores. Teka, may isang sagot pa. Meron pa yun eh. Teka lang. Ayan na, okay. Sumagot si Saint na si Yukita and si Tuoya na queer baiting sa Sakura. Oh my God! I'm not even gonna pretend. Can you like remind me again sino si Yukito and sino si Tuoya? Like, sorry, like what roles did they play again in Cardcaptor Sakura? Si Yukito is older brother ni Sakura, right? Am I correct? Or si Tuoya? Okay, sino si Yukito? Sorry guys, please help me out. Yung BFF ni sorry. Yung bestie. Okay. Pero it's officially canon na they are magjowa. Pero bestie na laging nasa kwarto. Wink, wink. We all know what that means, you know. But like not to like put malice in places where there shouldn't be malice. But is it like ca- canon officially announced as canon na they are in a relationship or like they are queer? Oh, pero it's one of those um um characterizations that are declared after the show, right? It was never explicitly mentioned or announced. Censored sa English dub. Oh, what parts were censored? Sige, let's talk about this. Meanwhile, but before we proceed, somebody sent out Christian Vasquez picture in an underwear. I can't read the brand. Yeah, Daddy. Mabagal pala internet ni Benny. Sorry naman. It's your internet telling you to stop being H word. Wait. Sige. So speaking of character censored elements, parts in the English dubs of animes. Sailor Moon din. Which part of Sailor Moon was like censored? Yeah, sabi ni Miss J, si Sailor Uranus. I will search now because I'm not an anime. Oh, si Sailor Uranus yung may short hair, right? She's a bad bitch. Like finger snaps. Oh, from girlfriends, ginawa siyang cousins. Ginawa siyang cousins si Uranus and Neptune. Oh, pero in the original Japanese anime, sa Japanese anime, they are really girlfriends. Pero sa English dub, they were straight washed into being cousins. Am I correct? Or is it like sa original source material? Oh, okay. That's really bad. I mean, it's really nice na nga for Japan to like have queer characters, provided they're very conservative, right? Especially in their, it's really great to that they have created such queer characters, and then why the choice to censor such representation in the English world? I mean, what about that? Oh, shut ang hot ni Uranus. I mean, if I had to choose, Neptune is hot, but like Uranus is like, wow. Okay. Oh, let's. Now I want to rewatch Sailor Moon. All I can remember is like how. I mean, Sailor Moon is like gay, like the like it's the costume change, everything, the colors, the glitters, the the pageantry of it all screams gay. I never really realized there's like queer lesbian queer representation in the show. That's like wow. Sorry, I don't know. I'm just like shocked because I've seen the show at a very young age and I only remember bits and pieces of it. Like wow, let's include Sailor Moon in our queer glossary of queer media. Ayun, wait lang. May pa-pull quotes si Saint. Eventually, Yukito openly admits his love for Tooya to Sakura after Tooya saves Yukito's life, notably calling Tooya his number one. Oh yeah, so they were cousins in the English dub, but they're canon in the Japanese. Oh, oh, okay. That is really weird. Okay. But okay. Let's yeah. Sana all number one. Ako number two lang kasi mukha daw akong censored. I don't wanna read. So, but anyway, in case you guys have still like pahabol with the question who or what is your gay awakening, or who or what is your first gay or queer encounter, or like any semblance of queer. V parang parang marami ka pang bala diyan. Pwede mo lang i-send lahat ng explicit contents now at once. Kasi nakaka off guard ako, be. Naloloka ako. Oh, Rad sent oh yes, let's go. Yes, Raven. You can like send go. Tell us about it. Teka lang. Ay, sinad si V na si V, si Ran na movie. It's Campus Crush. Alam mo, we were like this, considering cleaning this movie for this month. Hindi ko lang alam kung pwede pa ba. Pero this is a good movie, by the way. Charot. Good is, is a reach. Taka, let me read the plot. Chris is a nerd college student who is at peace with his sexuality and yet maintains his virginity. His best friend, Shamito, on the other hand, is determined to get every campus hunk that he can afford to validate himself. When three gorgeous hunks start a contest to befriend a loser for a week, both Shamito and Chris becomes easy targets. It's a really good movie. Charot. Good is a reach again. Bet ko yung mga pagsasend nyo yung mga pictures. Mag-send naman si Neb ng picture ni Papa P. Ay, si Papa P naman yun talagang ano. Kahit anong era ni Papa P, parang like wala. It's the same Papa P. It's the same appeal. It's the same effect. Like, I'm out of words. Like, yeah. He's, yeah. Yeah. Like sa fuck, marry, kill, sa kill ka lang siguro mag-hesitate. Oh, napiliin si Papa P. Oh. Like F, yes. Marry, yes. Kill, not before I F and marry him. Parang ganon, 'di ba? Oh, okay, wait. May nag-send naman ng personal confession, with attachments. Ayan. So, yung Is this your gay awakening, Raven? Please. Oh, okay. This is Raven's gay awakening, everybody. Raven sent out pictures of someone. Of her crush. Yes. We love the duality, by the way. I mean, it's the ability to serve looks. Although they are seemingly related, but the contrast is worth noting. Oo. Love it. We love that for you. Charot. Taken na siya. Okay. So, happy crush. Okay. Let's go. We love that, you know. Mm. Lahat na lang we love that. Pero yeah. Oh. Anyway, yeah. Yun lang. We were just like asking. Oh, moving on. Yung iba, baka meron pa kayong pahabol ating question. Or like just like baka meron pa kayong pictures dyan na pwede natin i-discuss. Neb. Hindi na ngayon, please. Before tayo mag-move on. Oo nga. Where are the bench body ding-dong photos? I mean, yung picture niya na nagkakayak. Remember yung kanyang, yung, di ba yung video ad was, yung nagkakayak siya sa river? Oh, that was iconic. Mm-mm. Tapos di ba si Ding Dong yung first? Ata? Siya, correct me if I'm wrong. Siya yung first na uh, underwear model ng Ben body? Please, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my God. You heard, I think you heard my oh my God. I was very genuine. Ano bang magkasunod? Oh my God. Nasa-stress ako sa mga pinagsasend nyo. Totoo. Totoo. I mean, yes, we are avid DDS. We are, yeah, let the record show that we are DDS. We are Ding Dong Dantes supporters. Yeah, actually yung daddy era ni Ding actually hot. Sorry. Yung adjective na ginamit ni Miss J is nice, pero binasa ko siya as hot. Nag-auto-translate sa utak ko. Yung vibe niya sa si Danaya, actually similar sila ni Papa P. Although si Papa P yung universally considered as hot and like guapo. Pero Ding Dong has the same appeal na like throughout the years, parang he only got hotter. Like walang decline. Parang like gets niya, right? You know. May nag-send ng meme. Bakit? Ano ba? Meron lagi ang V-shape ni Ding Dong. V. Yung V. Ayoko na. Oo. Yes, tama. Merong confession si someone si Rat. Share ko lang nakakita ko before ng foreigner na bakat talaga yung something sa airport kasi naka-short siya. Oo. And I was like ice. Yeah, ice emoji. I get the feeling. I get the yung um yung feeling na bigla kang nakakita ng mga style pop. Yeah. literally the ice emoji. Mm. Yes. Hello circle. Hi guys. Ice emoji. Send. Yan. Oh, okay na ba? Wala na bang magse-send ng kung, kung ano pang kung ano pang attachments diyan. Kasi we're gonna proceed na to as a more serious part. Charot. OA. For heart to heart portion of our kumustahan tonight. Charot, no, I'm just kidding. Like, we're gonna proceed to like the second question naman. Wait, may follow-up pa si Ran. That ko yung mga pahabol. Tapos he grabbed it para maposisyon ng maayos yung cambio. Yung parang cambio lang ganun. And I was like, fast eyes emoji. Kanina eyes emojis lang yun. Ayun, fast eyes emoji. And so like I'm in the circle. Stress. Hindi naman Miss J. Hindi naman. So like, it's like, it's a bit serious. Pero, if like anyone wants to share lang, since we're talking about experiences and, growing up, during queer, queer stuff, can you like share? Share? Saka sana yun? Kaya hinahanap ko. Yung exact words. Wait lang. Uh, okay. Ito na lang. Can you like tell us experiences or encounters you've had with homophobia or internalized homophobia? Not necessarily personal, like maybe something you've seen, you've witnessed, yeah, and what did that like? What did that make you feel? You learn from that, or if you personally is still battling homophobia or internalized homophobia within you, pwede mag-share ng pics. Yes, if it helps your storytelling, you can share pictures. Yeah, but like, yeah, that was a serious question. It's like we wanna cover, you know, lots of bases for tonight's kumusta. Like, is anyone close to you still homophobic? Are you homophobic? Like, and why are you homophobic? You guys are typing. So, like, I love it. Let's go. Uh, Weird kayo because like my ears are sweating because it's like I don't get it. Ngano pa ako nag-headphones na wala man ko ginapaminawan. I'm just using my headphones for the microphone. Ang bobo lang, share ko lang while you guys are typing. Oh, okay. Wait. We let's start with saints. Sorry. One time sa office, na-reprimand yung trans women naming ka-wave sa training kasi bakit daw gumagamit sila ng CR. Oh, that's really. Wait, let's like dissect this. Uh did they raise this as a legitimate concern or like a legitimate admin? Raven, pwede naman akong may kausap. Pwede ikaw. I'm just like waiting for someone to like if you guys are like tired of typing, you can like pwede naman. Wait, yung kay Saint, did you guys like parang sinabi lang one time training. So they were reprimanded for like using. Plus wait, sige go. Respond to that first. Mm, pero now currently is it like still is it my talent fee? Hala, sila meron, ako wala. Hala, bakit ganun, Bobby? Bakit may parang merong favoritism tonight. At saka parang sa isang person lang ata naka-target yung yung talent fee. Charot. Oh, wait lang, let's back to Saint. Go back to Saint. Sana hopefully to now there are like legitimate admin or HR guidelines mentioning like, you know, trans women can use the women's CR. 'Di ba? Uh, anyway, that's really bad. Shame to that company. Let's not name names. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Sabi ni DJ Rain, I celebrated Pride yearly for someone I dated before. At the time, I didn't know he was transitioning, and we parted ways. A year later, I found out she was murdered for going out in woman's clothes. I did not read that ahead before reading it out loud. That's really tragic. I mean, let's not talk about how like she was murdered, but um wait, that's really sad. I hugs to you and to everyone she's friends with. That's really shitty. I mean, you know, it has been said a lot before, especially in the context of especially sa US kasi uh mas marami yung cases there. Pero like sa Philippines it's still very prevalent. Yung crimes against LGBTQIA um yeah, mas marami and mas sensitive yung case with trans women because yeah, right? Because number one, then um trans women mostly are exposed in your sex work yeah, the yeah, in sex work. Tapos not hindi siya exclusive lang sa US, even sa Philippines, 'di ba? Tapos and we all know sex work is really dangerous in nature. Tapos parang let's like ang dami kong thoughts and I can't like arrange it like in a manner that's really coherent. So I'm gonna be babbling for this like topic. Pero yeah, it really shitty. Not really shitty. It's really dangerous for trans women out there. And if we had to like put put or like have a special treatment in within the community, within the LGBTQIA plus community, it should be with our trans brothers and sisters, not really exclusive lang sa women, like trans men in general. Because I don't know, there's still the stigma of like them being weird, being very I don't know, parang like for example, what happened to Jennifer Laude, 'di ba? She was involved in I mean what's the name of her killer again? Sorry. Daniel Pemberton. Am I correct? Yeah, Pemberton, yeah. 'Di ba? Pemberton killed her Vic Scott. O sige si Pemberton. Pemberton killed her when he knew that Jennifer Laude was trans, right? It's that uh it's that I can't express my feelings. Too much of them. But like yung ganung level of violence that are that is incited to them just because they did not disclose such information. They're not required to disclose them being trans, their identity, right? Tapos the notion to kill someone just because they quote hid that from you. It's not really hiding. It's their prerogative. But like I really can't get why such gruesome acts are being done. Like, ah, it's not like you were deceived. It's not like you were fooled. You were not. You were not. And maybe because no, still, I mean, you can like some can like say that yeah, because they said that they're a woman, but trans women are women. We will go back to that fundamental fact that trans women are women, despite what is in between their legs. They're women. Yeah, 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 in the bottom line is that thank, thank you for summarizing my thoughts in like 3 words. Sabi ni yeah, I remember the time where I really love like we went serious and then really went to like the pinaka sensitive, pinaka controversial na topic, which is like trans women. Love it. I remember that time the trans woman ang Miss Spain sa Miss U, and yeah, the trans folks on Facebook came in. Yes, that was really um problematic talaga. Kasi just to like piggybacking sa sinabi ni Neb na let's not forget that some, actually most members of our community are transphobic. Sorry, are homophobic. Let's go with transphobic. Kasi in the context of of Angela Ponce joining Miss Universe as a trans woman representing Spain, um, a lot of the Miss Universe fan base, Miss Universe community, really went all out in terms of like denouncing her joining, especially with gay men. Yeah, the lumot of the LGBTQIA lumot talaga eh. The pinaka problematic area sector of the community. Let's spit facts. Tapos nakaka-stress lang for me personally because I'm a fan. Uh, Honestly, I'm a fan of Miss Uni. Hello, Julie. I'm a fan of. You can join me, but like later na. I'm in the middle of a thought. I'm I'm a big fan of Miss Universe as a gay man because I really like the competitive aspect. Not that I'm explaining, but like when that issue broke out, it was really shitty to like hear members of the community being transphobic. Kasi first and foremost, Miss Universe is a pageant for women. That includes, of course, trans women. I didn't have to mention that, but you know, it's for women. It's an area for them. Although some might say it's misogynistic, it's an area for women in this day and age to become empowered and to empower other women. Although you can say, yeah, one can argue why should one woman be declared as more beautiful than the other, blah 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 blah. But again, my stance is if women can still find themselves empowered by joining such pageants and women get to be empowered while they watch other women become empowered by joining pageants, then Miss Universe is still relevant, right? Yeah. And go to the let's go to the persecution of gay men with Angela Ponce joining the Miss. It's really it's really just about yeah, pero tama kami sa honey na abolish beauty pageants talaga ang solusyon. Pero I'm still like that's like the end goal, but you know we still cannot discredit the good things it tries to do. And speaking of the good things, what the gay men fan base does with being transphobic is really counterproductive because you are taking away the area wherein the pageant can become inspirational for women, especially trans women. Tapos like in the first place, it's not for you. You're just outside looking in. It's you, yeah, parang, yeah, the best you can do is support everyone. I really have strong feelings for this because like I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yun. Oh, go. Here's to me really looking forward to a lot more trans women representation in Miss Universe. It's not the pinnacle of representation that we aspire to have, but for me lang, for a big fan of the Miss Universe pageant, I want to see more trans women go up that stage and prove to the transphobic people out there that their hate comments do not matter. They're better than the replies and comments you leave on Facebook and on Instagram. Speaking of pageants, um, Neb had a bad experience with this one. Joined a male pageant sa university. Pinatalo ako ng isang judge because he knows I'm not straight. Kahit na I identify myself as a man and very straight. Oh, that's really wait, that is shitty, by the way. Speaking of. Shame to your university. Char, gusto ko mag-name drop ng university, wag na lang. Kasi hindi sponsored. Unless sponsored. That's really shitty. Plus, I really hate. Speaking of you mentioned something about being straight passing. I hate that term. This is the personal thought. I hate the term straight passing. By the way, let's talk about the term straight pass. I know it um dilutes your queer identity when someone says you're straight passing. It means you are complying to the heteronorm norms. Because like when 'di ba? Parang I don't know, it's weird. Uh, because like yeah, straight passing tapos dadagdagan ng sayang, 'di ba? Parang like sinong sayang at the end of the day? Me or you? Anyway, it's really shitty. Oo. Kasi kasi ako lang yung nakasalita. Pwede kayong magsalita if you want inputs. So like coming from my perspective naman, um being like queer or like being gay in public is always a conscious decision because I've always been told that I'm straight passing and that I don't identify I'm not basta dili like in Bisaya dili ka halata unless musturya na ka. Ana gani like they can only assume or like they can only like think that I'm maybe queer whenever I start talking. Because like if you see me walking down the street, voguing, charot, they will not think that I'm gay. Joke lang ang voguing. Imagine walking down the street voguing and like people will still think I'm straight passing. Girl. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Ang sama. Pero, yeah. Actually, yung sabi ni Ran, yung gwapo sana, kaso bayot, bakla. Maganda sana, kaso lesbian. Parang like, actually, Julie, um, uh, sabi ni Julie, alam mo yung weird, people who are not attracted to you should not ask about one's orientation because there is no way it affects the friendship you want to build with someone. Yeah, I've actually had a very strange encounter before the pandemic happened. We were personal opinion na naman. Oh, this is like last podcast when Julie had lots of like experiences. This time it's me. Uh, um, yung tanong ni Zizix, we will get into that later. Okay, that's a very good topic. Anyway, but like, let's may reply si Ms. Honey but like later na. I've had like a conversation with this stranger we've had drinks with before the pandemic happened. And his first question to me personally was like, so anong gusto mo? Like who or what are you attracted to? Tapos it was a bad weird question to ask to someone you don't know. Like it was literally his first words to me. Tapos we were all we were drunk and we were triggered, so we went ballistic on him. Not really ballistic, but like in a very uh still diplomatic way. But we were drunk, so feelings were heightened, words were slurred. But you know, it really speaks about their character when their priority before getting to know you better is to identify first your sexuality, your sogi. Parang like, so your treatment of me will depend on my answer on your mini survey. Good point na category by weight. I thought so, you're talking about sorry, your sports na lang. Akala ko, akala ko sabi ni Raven yung first question na lang is when you ever you meet strangers is by weight. Sorry. Talk to me depending on weight. Parang edi naging ano na kayo nun, weightis. Ayun lang. Anyway, let's like sorry. Let's I don't know, we do not use those terms anymore. But, please correct um your immediate connections whenever they still rely on such dated and problematic compliments, because they think they're giving out compliments and say na hello, you're actually cute, but like you're sayang bayot ka, like ha, no, like it's not a compliment when you think people like that. Yun lang, please do. Ito sabi ni a lot of people sabi ni a lot of people gain understanding putting everything in boxes, as Robert Sapolsky of Stanford said. LGBTQIA plus people already understand there is no box spectrum. Straight conservative people don't understand. Oh, yun, tama. Um, I think kasi of them, not really most, some of them, are really um anong term no? Anong yung sinasanay? Used to the world they knew, they grew up with. The morals, the boxes, the boxes they were used to. So yeah, as informed as queer people and as informed as, please do call them out. Tell them of the world outside the box. It's literally unboxing. Tell them to unbox. It's fun. They will discover a world full of rainbows and people walking down the street while voguing. Oh. So si Isko lang pala yun. Just kidding. But yeah, like, yeah, you get the point. Um, let us move on to another answer. Again, we're still on the topic of um experiences on homophobia or internalized homophobia. Sorry, I'm going down by based sa ano. So please tell me if I skipped anything. Um, that was based off of Saint and DJ Rain's mention of experiences regarding trans women. Um, Sabi ni Elodge, after my first year in college, I later found out my dad wanted me to go to this Christian institution. I'm still attending to this uni, pala, for me to be straight. Oh, wait. This is a very personal um tawag niyan. Thank you, Saint, for guiding me. This is a very personal question. Can you like tell more about it? Like, um, teka, nakakaloka be. Um, so, okay, wait. So you identify as as a queer, right? Tapos they is this the gay conversion thing really prevalent in the US? Is it like a thing here? While you're typing, sabi ni Julie, yeah, suppression only heightens depression. Oh. Parang yung ano, I know it's a bad stereotype, pero yung most of your students from like all male or female schools um discover early on that they're queer because yung kanilang environment is just full of what they're attracted to, right? I mean, not to like sing, I mean like generalize, pero ayun, wait. Parang ganun yung gustong gawin ng dad ko. Akala niya porket mapupunta ako sa religious school, magiging straight na ako. He thinks it's a phase. Oh, parang ang weird naman nung ano, uh if he thinks religion, a problematic religion at that, can quote correct you, dun siya nagkakamali. 'Di ba? Parang like it's not something that it's not a sickness. It has been told uh for the longest time, not a sickness, it's not a phase. Oh, pero wait, I have to like follow up na lang din. Is his stand still that like ganun pa rin ang kanyang belief or like thinking na it's still a phase? This school can still correct you, quote correct you, or like whatever he thinks heals. Ano bang perspective niya with queerness? You're typing. Okay. We are waiting. Charot. Anyway, to shout out to our 17 listeners. Time check, it's almost 11 p.m. Oh my god, I have been talking for almost 2 hours. Wala, okay lang. Not an issue. No pressure. Actually, I'm just like concerned with the length kasi sa mag-edit ng recording. Ako I have no concern of talking the whole night. Yung concern kasi sa mag-edit. Anyway, if you haven't noticed or like figured out or heard, we have uploaded our first 2 week weekend kamustahan on Spotify and on YouTube. Just search for Nerdvana PH. Yeah, we we are we are online, baby. But actually, I'm just like, sige, I'm waiting for before we proceed. I'm waiting for like yung yan, ni Elodge. I'm not sure. They don't talk about it here. Eh. Sa ngayon, I feel like I'm student. Haha, tolerated. That's that sucks, honestly. Hugs to you. A very big hug with consent. Consent, Elodge. Yeah, I know. If there's something that should be a face, it should be your family not accepting your queerness. Okay. Them not understanding what you really should be the one na face lang and not you. Yeah. Ganun. Um, yeah. We are happy you are able to share your story here, and just know na we're here to listen. Yeah. See, sabi sa inyo, iyakan portion na to eh. Nasaan na si Miss J? Yeah, Ila, yeah. We're here for you. Okay. Charot. How do I transition from such a heartwarming portion to charot? Wait lang. Yeah. Hello to teams. Welcome. Now, let's go to next one. Ito, this is very iconic. Iconic talaga eh. Sabi ni V, pinaka-recent pa rin talaga yung issue with the BTS, that word, the biot word, na yeah, it really manifested the rampant homophobia here in the Philippines. Yes. Um, yes. Yes. Yung main issue ko talaga, I mean, gets na yung homophobia. Why are they spelling that word that way? Bakit ganon? Kasi like, hindi ko get. Is it like to like masquerade it para mahirap i-search sa search tag? Sa biology? Kaya ganon yung spelling ng biot? Like, sorry, before we get into like the 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 deep reasons why. Para shit poster. Yeah, because it's like it's a thing. The edgy portion of the darker sides of the internet. Pero stress talaga ako. Pero like, yung, hindi ko talaga, although, pinunit ko na yung rapper ng BTS. Cool na ba ako noon, lolol? Hala, tinapon ko yung BTS new rapper. My God. Teka, send ako ng picture. Talagang nag-effort ako. Oo. Ang what really is shitty, despite uh the appeal of capitalism, yun na lang dita. Parang everybody felt entitled to say something about. Parang it became the hot topic na everyone felt compelled na dapat may input sila. Tapos most of your straight men and problematic people went the route of targeting they think the inherent gayness of BTS. Not only BTS, but it's an attack on the whole, not really din K-pop industry. It's the whole movement in art na to present, not really in art, but like in presenting yourself in a way that does not conform to your heteronormative, that straight men can wear makeup, straight men can wear eyeliners, can dye their hair, wear clothes that are not necessarily like skirts, like flowy, flowery, whatever. That whole movement that's not exclusive only to BTS, to K-pop. It's not only exclusive to pop music. It's that freedom to express yourself that they're actually attacking, and they're labeling it into something they think is an insult. Because being biot is not bad. Like, in this day and age, how is it still bad to be gay? I mean, my God, ang levels, it's so. Dami ko na namang ebas. Please summarize my thoughts in 3 words. Oh, yes, Raven. Please request to speak. Ay, wait, you are there. Wait lang. Ayan. We love that. Sige, we love it. Be in-invite na kita. Be. Be, accept mo, be. Ayan.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
So, let's welcome to the stage, Raven.
Thank you.
Sige. Anong ebas mo, be?
Bas, ano? Bakit hindi ba pwede mag-enjoy na lang sila? Yun lang. Bakit pa
Tama.
kailangan sirain yung enjoyment nila?
Oo nga, parang like, bakit walang ganitong um comments nung nag-release ang McDo ng Minion Meal? I mean,
Double standard. I mean,
ba?
I mean, ang tagal na parang yung mga walang pake sa BTS, well, ako, in a way, na 'pag ine-enjoy ng iba, okay lang. Go lang guys. Do you. You do you. Tapos nung dumating yung parang homophobic slurs, tapos biglang, ay, attention na agad dahil nandun.
Tama.
Anong connect? Di ko naintindihan.
Actually, Cheems raised a great point. It's a form of bait posting, especially knowing the demographic fan base for young teens. They enjoyed mocking them about the use of exclusivity, Purple Heart back then. Yes, it's silly. And now lumabas yung BTS meal, they thought they can extract humor from annoyed teens. They didn't know that the teens already grew up. Which actually makes sense, diba? Because people
Actually.
think the fans are still your teens who's supposed to be doing their modules instead of spending time on the internet. But no,
No.
the fan base is really more than that, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang oo. Yeah, the ones who are actually in the front line of the defense ng BTS are your informed fans. Parang ang shitty lang talaga whenever something is popular and like really appealing to the younger. Ang initial comment, it's a very boomer mentality na
True.
like just stick to studying, just focus on your studies, doing things like they don't know like the fan base exists outside of your students demographic. 'Di ba?
Yeah, I mean, yan yung similar sa issue or I mean revelation na yung mga nanonood ng My Little Ponies, bronies.
Oh, I saw that yung straight man that watched My Little
Yeah,
Ponies
they like,
unironically.
yeah, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Allowed na sila mag-enjoy ng ganyang stuff.
Tama,
Because
tama.
because if a few decades ago they would probably be ostracized for being too girly, but no, that's nice.
Actually, I mean, My Little Pony is not problematic. It's a very, I don't know, it's a cute show.
Yeah, may magandang lessons.
Tama.
Yung mga
Like,
ganun lang. Tas ang
ah,
tangil lang nung mga walang alam sa fandoms or sa history ng BTS
oo.
na akala mga bata lang. So, karamihan sa'kin nagtatrabaho na.
Oo nga, like, hello, shout out to V, our resident army and server. I mean, I think the bottom line before we proceed is that let people enjoy things.
Yeah.
People enjoy things. Tama. It's as long as it's not problematic. Merong sub ko. As long as it's not problematic. Ito, wait. I think this is a nice point, Julie. Alam mo, yung weird, a lot of people hate and can't understand lyrics. They never really thought that we can easily search the lyrics meanings. They didn't even ask the same question to the Beatles fans who speak English. They had fans and fan. Yes, that is the beauty of art. Kaya ngayon, like whenever like people criticize abstract art, like why do you think like it's beautiful, but it's not about what you ano yun? It's not about what you I forgot the exact quote. What's there. It's about what you see. Ganon. It's not about what you actually it's not about what you so music pa, it's not what
I mean,
being played, it's about what you hear. 'Di ba?
yeah, I mean, I think that's related to the point of you don't have to understand music theory, but you have to feel it.
Yes, I think that's a great point din na what sets music as a very unique form of art is you just have to feel it, 'di ba? It's a universal language. It exists even before we learned how to talk. Music is already there. Music is nature. We can go on and on about it. But yes,
Yes.
like, but before we learned how to write, we drew, or we learned how to speak, we sang and we hummed. Now I'm getting emotional.
Oh.
Hello, shout out to G friend. Bumalik na kayo, please. Anyway, stay there, Raven. Meron akong co-host. If anyone wants to like talk, please join us.
Please.
Let's proceed
Kawawa si
to
Kuya
the.
Isko eh.
So you're only here with me out of pity. My
No!
God.
No! No!
Joke lang.
Ayoko ng lonely na MC.
Okay, love that. Okay, love the support. Wait. The
Oo nga,
next.
si Jun ang ina-expect ko
Wait,
dito.
we're waiting for June. June should be arriving. Arriving talaga. In like maybe 30 minutes.
Wala
Sabi ni
traffic sa internet.
traffic sa kanila sa may Marikina. Charot.
Amazing.
Sabi ni Miss Chimat Bardabelas, we're still on the topic of homophobia and internalized homophobia. What's sad is yung recent Islareta in goes to shows there's still a long way to go. You still have to. To those who are not informed, Islareta is a resort in Samal in Davao del Norte. It's a popular um, tourist spot, a resort in Samal. Tapos recently, someone, transgender woman, tried to use the bathroom for women. And then the staff told her that she can't use the bathroom. Um, just to like give you a background, kasi this trans woman is hindi siya not to like we do not define a woman based on what's in between her legs, pero the employees did not allow her to use the women's. She was pre-operated. Ganon. Uh, so yeah, but like she's still a trans woman. So she went to social media and talked about the experience in a very expository way, but of course still calling it resort. And then what the resort did first is to plan to file a libel case against a trans woman. Sorry, I forgot her name. After like I just forgot her name. Let's just call her trans woman. Sorry. Okay. Uh, but like she has a name. Um, and then they told the media that they are now officially banning trans women within the resort because they don't have the facility to accommodate trans women, and in the guise of avoiding discrimination. So, in other words, in an attempt to avoid discrimination, they actually discriminated trans women. So, parang walang problema, they just like circle around the problem. What the fuck? It's shitty. This is a statement coming from the official owner, Mr. Reta. The resort is named after him, them, the family. Tapos, like, uh, instead of creating facilities, or not necessarily creating facilities, allowing trans women to use their women's bathroom, as simple as that, they decided to ban completely. I This happened early this year, 2 months ago, right? I don't know what happened. What are the recent updates? If you guys know anything about it, please loop us in, because yun yung limit ng information ko. But the libel case, I think, hindi na continue. Not sure. Please do tell us if you have more info. Pero especially sa mga taga Davao. But Islareta is actually a big resort, like in terms of um its popularity and like facilities, but it's not the best resort in Samal. So if you happen to be in Davao and you want tour around Samal Island, do not consider Islareta. I mean, sans transphobic issues. It's not a really nice, great resort. That's my personal opinion.
Marami namang options, maganda naman ng Pilipinas.
Tama. Tama. Pero best, charot. best beach Samal. Okay.
Okay. Noted po.
Tama yung
Ano
sabi
na?
ni Miss Honey na this is why we need. Yes. Wait. Di pa rin tayo natututo sa experience ni Bonnie Cada at ni Gretchen Diaz. Ito yung mga transistors natin na binada sa BGC.
Oh. Kailangan, i-fact check ko nga.
Tama nga yung sabi, at saka tama yung sabi ni Ilan. Sa mismong bahay natin, isa lang yung banyo. Oo. It's a gender-neutral bathroom that we use. That comforts of home. So why can't we like do that in public? Tapos ang shitty lang din talaga nung automatic response ng mga anti is that paano kung like a straight man pretends to be a trans woman para makapanilip, then it's a completely different problem. That does not cover the issue of trans women using the women's bathroom. That's an issue on the shitty nature of men. Right? Hindi na yung problema ng mga trans women. Why are you looping the problems of the urinating, the cultural nature problems of trans women to that disgusting nature of men? Like, my God. Sorry.
Nandito na si Jun. Hi, Kuya.
Jun!
You know what's happening? I'm so sorry. Gusto ko yung napagpasok ko nagkadrama ka na agad. Cancer season.
Jun, the question is
Yes.
experiences on homophobia and internalized homophobia. Tapos, we're talking about the Islareta incident. Yung resort sa Davao. You remember that?
Okay. Yeah.
So we're talking about that. Wait, I'm about to read. Sabi ni Miss Honey, also ADB, di lang naman to for LGBTQ. Lahat ng tao may SOGSC. Yes. So bakit di magets ng mga straight people na di naman tayo nag-a-act special rights? Yes. Us asking for rights will in no way take anything from
Away.
those with those existing rights. Diba?
Mhm.
We're not taking away your slice of the pie. We just want the exact same slice. I want pie. Anyway, yes.
Pizza.
With the pie nga parang at the same time, parang hindi nga siya dapat slice of the pie. Parang gusto ko lang namin bumili lahat ng buko pie. Na buko pie na bibili niyo. So,
parang hindi kailangan mag-share. Oo, merong tig-isang box sa lahat.
Ang gusto namin karapatan bumili ng pie na yun. Hindi naman namin kayo uubos, di ba? Diba? Parang it's always gonna be this since we're always set into this mindset of everyone is na yung people that has not been in the situation of being in the community na parang feeling natin kinukuha na natin sila ng karapatan, parang inaagawan natin sila ng natin, ganyan. Ibig sabihin yun, that's your ego talking. That's not how logic thinking is. Anyway. Parang delayed, no? Galing ko din. Anyways.
Bet ko yung ang seamless ng pasok, parang hindi late, be?
Of course.
ang ganda, ang bagga agad.
As a professional.
Professional host naman yan si Kuya Jun. Okay.
Medyo. Actually, pagod na nga rin ako pero wala naman akong magagawa. Kailangan natin, it's work. Work!
Alam mo bang kanina, when I was still alone, nagsabi si Bobby na may talent fee daw yung anyone na co-host with me. Tas tayo, we were doing this pro bono. Yung mga surprise guests, may talent.
So, let's discuss that. So, is that homophobic? Charot!
I think may special treatment na nagaganap But anyway,
Joke lang, Bobby. Joke lang
uy,
po.
ano na, Saint? Sana yung next stop? Wait, teka lang.
Yung next
Wait lang.
ko ay
Sorry,
yung sa
wait.
Olympics.
Wait. Before that, sabi ni Chi,
Walang where's the outline, please?
it's more likely that a trans woman would be harassed in men's trans woman harassing women. Their group. Tama. Yes. I will no longer add to that, but like tama. Yes. Tama yun.
More likely that a trans woman would be harassed in a men's comfort room than a trans woman harassing women in their comfort. I will contest that. Because
Bakit?
meron rin kasing stigma ang mga babae sa mga trans women dahil may fear rin na dahil lalaki siya dati, quote unquote dati, na parang nag-i-encroach rin ng space. At meron rin times na on purpose implying that they'll call the security if the trans woman don't leave.
Okay.
Something like that.
Actually,
So yeah.
yun, it still covers yung areas of being trans. Even not to like say na yung validity ng concern is covered ng intrinsic fear on men taking advantage of women. I think sorry, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you can group that within the issue of men being shitty. dun talaga magro-root eh. Kasi
Yes.
kasi although hindi naman not all sexual abuse cases are men, pero most of the time it's from
Yeah.
men.
They are yung word. And take note, these are straight men that we're talking about, by the way. Sorry, if ever there are any straight men who is listening right now, I am so sorry. But
Si Bobby daw.
this is something that a straight guy wouldn't go to that extent to just have himself late.
Tama yung sabi ni Maki na di mag-effort ng ganyan ng mga rape sexual predators.
Yep.
Tama,
They would never.
they're not that creative. They're dumb and stupid. Anyway.
Sorry. As much as possible. Hindi na, medyo, I agree. And sorry. Well, yeah, pero ang inaano natin this is, they're trying to make sure that this is the common folk. This is the common folk eh. That a typical straight guy will just one day wake up and, oh my God, I want to dress up a girl so that I could go to the women's bathroom. Siguro,
effort naman.
we're not going to be generalizing things. Siguro mayroong mga nakaisip nun. Pero kasi kung hindi, that came from a mind of somebody who is overreacting. Overreacting about a simple thing that's saying that trans women are women and may karapatan silang gumamit ng banyo ng babae. Yun lang yun. And sobrang alam mo may trans women parang mo na sinabi na din undermine mo yung effort ng trans women to make sure that they express their womanhood. 'Di ba? Parang it's something that is not going to sit well, or it's something that is so illogical. Na unfortunately, dun sa mga tao na nag-handle ngayon sa make sure to vote for the right people. Oh my God, guys. And people who are thinking about this is basing their logic because, baka ganito. Parang nag-hypothetical question. Eh, hindi naman yung tunay na nangyayari because they've never been in the shoes of anybody who has been part or has been confused or has been checking out on any of their gender identity all throughout their life. Yun. It's always gonna be there.
Yes.
Sorry, asan na ba tayo? Oh, sorry, ang dami ko. Ang passionate na. Bilis ko rin sumegue.
Yeah. At saka ano din eh, it's a very sensitive issue.
Yeah, it's sensitive.
Mm. Um, can we move on? Kasi yung next is
Sige
still
lang.
very, it's also very
Timely.
juicy, timely din. Oh.
Oo, yun
You
yung
can refer to Raven's, si Raven na yung nag-ano.
okay, sige. Anyways,
Pero,
go lang.
tama yung, it's a good, jump off point in the movement to make the Olympics inclusive, to maybe consider na yung weight na lang instead of like dividing sports men women. Kasi let's take for example si Semenya. I keep on forgetting her first name. Wait, sorry. I'm looking for Semenya. Sorry, si Caster Semenya. Caster Semenya is an Indian woman from South Africa. She's a long distance runner. Tapos, wait. Sorry for using she. I'm not sure if she is her pronoun. Basta. Sorry. A long distance. They got banned for, I forgot which running competition, because their testosterone levels were really high. So they got banned to compete in the women's division. Pero identify as the intersex woman siya. Tapos yun, it became a landmark issue kasi do we base this on science, on the testosterone or the estrogen level, even though you know people who identify as women can have testosterone, and vice versa, like those who identify as men can also have high levels of estrogen. So in terms of sports, I think it's very now it's a very a gray area. Tapos I think I agree again with na yung to have future na not discriminating, it should be within the weight na lang din. And it's a good way.
Well, ako kasi I'm on the side of further research sana. Because they have a point about the testosterone, since it's almost like a drug. But then again, there are certain aspects of genetics that you can't really predict.
Yeah.
Like Michael Phelps has genetically have longer arms, a wider shoulder, which is perfect for swimmers. So why is he not has a penalty
Penalized.
for that? Because that's genetic.
Tama kasi.
Well, and
Sorry, go.
I think another solution na sinuggest ay mag-take siya ng drug para ma-lower ang testosterone level with the average. Pero at the same time, that's wrong, because that could affect her performance or her feelings of her performance. So it's still complicated. Kaya feeling ko kailangan pa yun ng research at kailangan pa ng further studies about. Pero yung weight thing makes sense.
Parang weird lang kasi the Olympics is supposed to be your parang the best of the best. Tapos why are we penalizing those who are gifted by default? Let's use the word gifted. Let's take for example, this is outside of like our queer talk. Let's take for example si Simone Biles. 'Di ba? Yung that thing she did recently. Ano nga yun? Yung that thing that she did for time, yung triple
Humble. Triple
may name yun eh.
axel, diba?
Triple axel. Triple loop de loop. I think loop de loop.
Biles? Wait lang. Alam ko si Simone Biles ay gymnast, hindi figure skating.
Oo, joke lang syempre. Ano ba?
Loop de loop. I think triple layup. Nag-triple layup si Simone Biles.
Triple layup under the world, around the world, around the world, save my mother. Jack Stone.
Oh gosh.
Cartwheel, kasi Chinese garter.
Save my mother.
Okay, wait. Siya yung pinaka-decorated gymnast in America.
She did
World's
this
third most.
She did that thing. Tapos but she was still scored low kasi judges still think it's a dangerous move to make. Tapos, ang argument is, bakit niya siya pinagbabawalan? She can do completely in the guise of you are afraid, you are concerned of other athletes doing such dangerous moves. Parang ganun, like, she can do it. Safely.
Ganito. Let's put it into context of Simon Paz. If they can penalize trans people from there, bakit hindi nila penalize si Simone Biles dahil maliit siya? Kasi
Actually.
ang the problem is, that's why she can do those loop-the-loop around the world, save my mother, tumblings in gymnastics, is because she's short. Her center of gravity is really short. So, hindi yung feeling na bakit hindi natin siya pinipinalize because her genetics is perfect for gymnastics. Diba? So,
Ganun.
why is this something an issue for athletes who have transitioned already? And in the first place, they are at a disadvantage because they are changing their genetic makeup. Hindi naman natin alam kung for example, kasi alam ko mas malaking issue to to trans women rather than trans men.
Yes.
Kasi since the genetic makeup of women are relatively smaller, yung issue is trans women are actually putting a lot of things that are not in their bodies. Why is the first measure of them being an athlete is checking their testosterone level? What if a woman who was born a woman took testosterone?
Tama. Oh, yeah.
Diba?
That's a good point. That's a good example.
So, ayun yung point kasi it doesn't make sense. And the root of all of these and the history of Olympics is because it was such a gender of sports in general, is such a gender divide na nung dumating yung concept ng transitioning everyone in the trans community, suddenly it feels foreign. But at the same time, if you think simply, it's just like everybody else. And hindi naman din advantage yung tao na parang, uy, oh my God, hindi lahat ng matangkad na tao magaling mag-basketball. It comes to there. Sorry, kumulog bigla.
De, parang may nag-disagree. Joke lang.
Hindi, yun nga, it doesn't have to be a big deal because your physical makeup doesn't equate to how you perform in a sport. Because at the end of the day, it's a physical skills thing. Ani mo kung matangkad na basketball player kung hindi mo siya marunong mag-shoot. Diba?
Tama. Are you talking about me? Because I've been told time and again na bakit di ako nagbabasketball. I have the height.
Diba?
So, ang weird. I mean, yun din. It's a weird gender norm. Like, whatever expectation because your height, like, you're tall, why are you not playing basketball? I'm tall, so I will strut the runway. Charot. No. Diba? Like,
See? Case in point, yung pinost ni Chief, diba? It was an ideal aspect of it. Na hindi niya alam So it means that these measures of whatever the testosterone or estrogen level in a person doesn't equate to whatever they will produce in the Olympics. Kasi at the same time, ano lang naman yung mga puwersa nun? Boxing. Pero naman kamusta naman kung may boxing naman, di ba? Parang no one in the right mind try to transition just to make sure that they win an Olympic medal. It always roots to that. So parang wag na lang natin. And we are not in the right place to say na ano ba yung nararamdaman nila or something. And
yes.
ano lang to eh, it's such a complicated thing that yes, I agree with this further research, but at the same time, it's as simple as if they are women and they excel in that sport, go. Bakit natin, ano karapatan natin pagwawalan sila?
Hindi
Tama.
naman sila nagdo-dope, hindi naman nagdo-drugs.
Nagdo-dope.
I mean, they're clean, so let them do what they like.
Ang galing yung mga nagda-drugs para sa sports kasi yun talaga. So, hindi niya kasalanan na she's a woman. Tapos,
Hindi naman sila nanonood ng movies ni Daryl Yap. Why
oo nga.
judging them? Diba?
Oo nga.
Hindi natin sure yung point. So,
joke
Ay.
lang yun.
Okay.
To lighten up the mood.
Sige
sorry,
lang.
sobrang feeling ko ito na yung medyo malalim nga yung pinag-uusapan. Sorry, nandito ko masalang lumalim.
Kaya nga before I open up the topic, minake sure ko muna na, Jun, alam mo yan, just to like fill you in, the first question I had was like, who or what is your first gay sexual awakening? Or gay awakening? Ganon.
I know.
Tapos si Neb at V, nag-send ng mga, kasi bining up ni DJ Rain yung the men's wear section. So, nagsisend sila ng mga pictures, Ding Dong Dantes, ni Christian Vasquez. Baka lang may input ka pa. Baka lang,
Hindi, totoo. Kasi ganito, yung first,
Sorry.
sabihin ko lang, sinunod lang naman tayo.
We can go back.
Ang first gay sexual awakening ko talaga ay yung Cosmopolitan magazines. Though, nung start kasi parang medyo confused lang and stuff. Pero that was just internally for me. Kasi yung parang yung concept ko of being gay was technically sinabi ng mga kasama ko dito. Kasi technically yung sinasabi niya sa akin, uy, JR, junior ka, sabi nila, pag junior ka, madalas bali. Yun yung unang-unang receive ko ng concept.
Tama yan. Tama yan na stereotype.
Oo, yun yung unang-unang na-receive kong stereotype. That was, nagulat din ako kasi parang ako, okay, ganun. Tapos, syempre, coming from me na ang lahat ng ka-age group ko, sa lahat ng lakayan ko, lahat yan ay, lahat ng kasama ko babae. Kasi lahat. So, parang nangyari, naging, ako sa may parang may, I think I'm gay, but I am not, and trying to, nung lumata ako. Pero nung nangyari, nung medyo tumanda na, or dumating na yung high school, nung nakikita ko na yung mga, yun nga, yung Cosmopolitan, yun talaga yung nag-start. Tapos, alam mo ba kung ano yung isa pa? Sabi nyo nga yung menswear section, pag nag-department store ka, tapos yung menswear section ng mga underwear, ng mga natakas ako doon. Pupunta ako doon. Kasi hindi dahil tumingin ng brief, hindi ako yung mga taong nakapicture na.
Sino favorite mo? Charot.
Cosmopolitan, pinaka-favorite ko talaga yung issue nila. Kasi yung issue nila Brent Javier, tsaka yung JR na Apple cover. yung puno-puno na apples lang, si JR. Yun yung unang-unang talaga.
Parang ako visual aid.
Hindi ba alam? Wait lang. Sorry, mag-post ako. Post ko talaga. Sorry. Sana payagan.
Pwede na, you can try.
Ala, ano yung kinakain? Nagugutom tuloy ako.
This is takoyaki, guys. I'm eating takoyaki.
Oh my gosh!
I'm eating takoyaki,
Kakainis.
guys.
Let's try. Let's try if this works.
Oh my
Pero, ayun.
Talagang
Pero yung nga, nung bata ako, medyo ganun ba? Tapos na-discover ko si Atom Araw. Biglang ganun. Biglang tumalon siya.
So biglang atamaralyo na tayo. Charot. Hello, Boo! Welcome back! Ana.
Oh, di mo pumasok. Ang galing. Ayan.
Oh my gosh, ano yan?
Oh, okay.
Yan.
2004. Oh, 6 years old pa lang ako.
2004. That was first year high school.
Wow.
That was the first time I saw this, especially. Tapos parang kasama. Sunod-sunod yun. Tapos parang ako, ito yung, hindi ko alam for every gay guy this year. Siyempre ako na lang kasi pinutanda, di ba? Hindi, wala ba si Andy? Yung
wala.
Remember Planet Romeo?
I
Nakadaya
don't
pa.
know that.
Ang sabi ko, ano ba?
We can't
Curious na. Grabe kayo, parang inyo ko. Yung mga curious pa ako nun, parang ako, nakadial up pa yun. Dahil, tapos parang, ayun. Tapos, ayun yung feeling nung, tapos parang nag-start siya, doon ako na-curious. Tapos parang, shit, nagkakakrush na ata ako sa mga high school friends, mga gwapo sa high school ko. Tapos, yun na, wala nang bawian. Pero, ayun nga, nung college kasi ako, hindi ako out. Kasi ang dami kong ginagawa.
Actually.
Ang dami kong ginagawa. Tapos ang daming sa akin. Pero although parang alam naman ng mga tao. So, parang hindi ko lang siya napag-usapan. Pero parang I was to not say it out loud. Which is isa sa pinanghanayan ako nung college kasi doon na-enjoy ko yung college life ko. Hindi ko siya na-enjoy to the fullest because I was not out. Ayun. Tapos ayun. Tapos nagtrabaho na ako, wala na. Landi na.
Pero Atam Orolyo pa rin.
Oo, syempre. Grabe talaga. Oh my God.
Gun to your head, mawala jowa.
Alam naman niya. Alam naman niya yun.
Pwede naman mag-share. Charot, Joe.
Hindi. Alam naman niya yun. Kasi alam naman po na. Ay, basta. Grabe nakita ko kasi siya sa personal. Yung first time na nakita ko siya sa personal. Parang ako. Napamura talaga ako. Pogi talaga niya. Guys, ibang level talaga siya sa personal.
Sige. Okay.
Anyway, sige, mabunan tayo sa next.
Actually, wala nang things we should be discussing.
Oh. I mean,
Wala
what
na?
do you say about gender roles?
Sino nag-raise nito? I mean, wala nang response na yung kay Bobby. Asan yun? Can you like bump?
Sorry.
That was in the topic of Catholic schools, right? Catholic schools yung kay Bobby, right?
Opo.
Okay.
Can someone bump it?
Then one teacher natin isa ko.
Ayan. I was enrolled in an evangelical school during my high school. My classmate kami nag-gay na chill lang sa ko. Then one time, yung teacher namin nag-preach siya na lahat ng gays. Everyone was looking at him. The teacher then talked to him na if di siya mag-change, then wala siyang choice. So this is still in the topic of religion.
Napag-usapan niyo ito, di ba? Can I say my two?
Go
bring
up siya kanina because Elodge mentioned na their parents enrolled them in a Christian school because they think na face lang yung pagiging queer. So yun yung discuss. Was this topic was brought up.
Okay. Let me just put it in this way. Ako muna. Yung sa akin lang, my faith is...
from a Christian school.
Actually, problema kasi sa akin. Nansektaryan ako ng high school. So, it's really a thing. Wala kaming Christian studies. Hindi siya uso sa high school namin. So, siguro I was one of the fortunate ones na hindi kinakastigo yung mga... Though inaasar yung mga badings high school namin, it's not a big deal for the teachers because they don't teach Catholicism in the first place. So, it's not a big deal. Pero at the same time, for example, for my faith, I am Catholic. Pero I do not believe in the word of other people wrote on something. Meron kasing way of thinking of how you can answer faith at the same time believing what is morally right. The problem with people who are saying that people from the community are going to hell is because of their own insecurity. They feel threatened of people that are not part of their community. Hindi siya normal for them. But at the same time, we are not doing anything wrong.
Tama.
We're not doing anything wrong. So why does my choice of loving somebody of the same gender of mine is something wrong? Pero okay lang sa inyo na mag-cheat, mag-badmouth. It's because you're straight. It's because... So, ano yan eh? So if you haven't watched The Prom, I will give you an example. In The Prom na musical, nasa Netflix siya, watch it. The song Love Thy Neighbor. Love Thy Neighbor trumps that all. Ibig sabihin, merong isang rule na nag-overrule ng lahat. It's how you love somebody else. Because kung if gays are going to hell, so lahat ng nagpatato will go to hell. lahat ng mga nag-divorce, go to hell. Pag nag-mix ka ng textiles, you'll go to hell as well. So, these are all things that are factually in the Bible that should not be, in the first place, should not be thought of na, if you're going to be that absolute with what is written in that Bible, and dapat sinusunod mo to. So, ibig sabihin ba nun, sir, nakita kita, nag-iba ka nag-mix ka ng stripes tsaka ng polka dot ng isang araw. So are you going to hell, sir? Kasi sabi
I
mo,
mean,
I'm going to hell.
religion aside, that's a fashion crime. Stripes and polka dots?
Hindi naman, pero
Anyway.
cotton tsaka silk, mga ganun pa rin. Pareho lang pala yun. Anyways, di ba, parang they picked the easiest thing that they can point out in the Bible to feel superior. To feel superior na sila lang dapat yung nasusunod. Oh my God, you're loving somebody ng pareho. Because they want to feel morally superior. That's it. Insecurity nila. Na pag na-time na yun, pag tinanggap ka namin, ibig sabihin nun, wala na kami alas para sa'yo. And that's how religion works. Because at the same time, religion, a lot of these homophobic religions, they think of preaching because they think that they are the superior one. And if you do not follow them, you will astray aside. Pero at the same time, what they're doing is actually the very first thing na nagpapa-rebel ng mga tao from the community. It's moral superiority in the end of the day. And hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi pa rin siya naiintindihan ng mga tao or it's just how people works. Pero what we can, ako personally, I can predict to everyone who is listening or there is, it all can start with us. And we see something happening. Pero we cannot let somebody else take away our narrative. Na wala naman talaga natin. Diba? Yun lang eh. Ano bang kasalanan ko sa mundong to? Diba? You think yourself, kung meron mang confused pa dyan or hindi pa nakakapag-isip. If you think na what I'm feeling towards another person is a sin, I think that is something that you need to take it back. Nagmamahal lang naman ako eh. So bakit ko siya kasalanan? Bakit ko siya kasalanan?
True po.
Tama. Oo.
Tapos go lang.
Sige, go Raven.
Ako, I guess related na rin to sa awakening ko. I mean, I grew up Catholic and I'm still Catholic. Tapos, pinalaki ako na wag mag-sex, wag uminom, maging mabuti sa tao. Okay, sinusundan ko siya. Tapos yung biglang namulat ako sa queer community tapos sinisip ko, bakit po ito mali? Anong kasalanan nila? Tapos narinig ko yung AIDS, HIV, tapos kasi sinisip ko, I mean, it's a disease. It's not related to the community. I mean, anyone can have it. Tapos, sinusundan ko pa rin mostly yung turo ng church, pero question ko na talaga yung stance nila about the queer community and about divorce. Tapos alam ko, pinag-aralan ko talaga yung teachings ng Catholicism, separated by the Vatican. Tapos iniisip ko, I don't think what they're saying makes sense anymore. If you're not following it academically in a logic sense, I guess they're still grasping for that authority until now. I mean, isa sa mga practices ng Catholics is to give charity. Pero, bakit ang sobrang magarbo ang Vatican? Bakit ganyan kalaki pa talaga yung ang raming hypocrisy? Kaya masyadong mahirap nang gawin. Tapos, hindi naman Tapos yung issue about pedophilia and about sexual harassment within the church, so bakit hindi niyo yun fino-focus? Bakit kayo focus about the queer community? May sariling problema ng queer community. Kayo na, linisin niyo na muna yung dumi niyo sa loob. Pwede ba?
Kasi nga straight sila. Sabihin mo,
Ay,
gusto nila. Kasi, uy, oh my God, I love... Kasi, it's... Hindi ko alam kung medyo stupidity or anything. I don't want to say stupidity, but I will say it. It's parang sabi nila, it's between a man and a woman as said in the Bible. Parang ako. Do you know who written the Bible? Another straight person.
baka.
So what the hell? I mean, parang okay, you're imposing you're imposing hate to me. Why are you saying to myself na gusto ko, why do you want me to hate myself? Same time.
True. I don't think any religion preaches hate. All of them preaches peace and love. Tapos ba ganyan yung sinasabi nila about the queer community na bawal sila magpakasal, ganun. Other than yung kasal, it's just a social contract or just for property. Hindi naman talaga siya exclusive for the church. Other than that, parang that's the largest hypocrisy on the Catholic Church so far na sinasabi nila, bawal ka magmahal, bawal ka magkaroon ng certain rights dahil ganun ka. Which Jesus is actually very accepting to everyone and only gets angry when someone is exploited. Ayun. Wala namang sinabi na patayin niya dahil bakla. Patayin dahil nagmahal. No. ang hirap talaga kapag yung quote-unquote institution na ang nagsasabi. Tapos nung inisip ko na bakla ako, hindi ko naman question. Hindi siya nagko-conflict sa religion ko, to be honest, dahil hindi na ako sumusunod sa higher ups dahil alam ko na mali rin yung iniisip nila at alam ko na baka nasanay na sila sa tradisyon nila masyado. At umaasa ko na merong mas magiging progressive or mas okay ang paniniwala sa relihiyon. So, ayun.
Ang importante lang naman, I think everyone shares the same sentiments here. Na we only wished for that day that, oh my God. Sorry. We only wish for that day coming from the community na we can just go out and say to a person that, uy, mahal ko to, kahit ano pa siya.
Yeah.
So, medyo close kasi sa akin to kasi, medyo matagal kami ng current relationship ko. Pero hindi pa kami umaabot sa level na gusto kong, hindi pa ako napapakilala, hindi pa niya ako kilala ng mga magulang niya because of their religion. And it's I just wish for the day na makilala na ako ng mga parents ko. And yung sa akin kasi okay lang. Kasi, well, okay na ako kasi out na ako natin. Kilala na ito natin. Pero parang, it's the simplest thing na kung gusto namin magpakasal, kahit hindi naman sa church, gusto lang namin pumirma. Parang for the sake na, make sure lang namin na hindi matanda ka. Mag-grow kami, na magkasama kami. Security,
Yeah.
na ino-offer lang ng marriage, na hindi man lang maatim ng mga tao. Kasi, ina-assume nila na magtatakbuhan lahat ng sangkabadingan sa lahat ng simbahan para lang pa. Hindi naman yun eh.
Opo.
Paano pag umabot ako sa araw? Woo! Thank you, Lord. Shit. Oh, yeah. I want my partner to determine what happened to me in my deathbed. Gusto ko mag-share kami ng properties. Gusto kong kahit pa paano magkaroon kami ng anak kung gusto man yan o hindi ko alam. Pero let's just, hindi nila inaiintindihan na kung na parang the word marriage in a civil setting is not the same as the marriage that they are trying to invoke on us. It's not something like that. Bakit pwede kayong magkaganon, pero kami, nagmahal lang naman kami, wala ganun.
Actually.
And it all boils down to na parang ito yung religion na tinuro sa atin. Sabi yun, it's supposed to be a different thing from church and the state. Pero, yung nangyayari sa amin, ako, yung boyfriend ko, hindi man lang siya makapagsabi sa nanay niya. Alam kong siguro at the back of their mind, alam nila na ganun siya. Hindi lang nangyayari. Pero at the same time, hindi kasi masabi kasi they were in a conservative Methodist area. So how we cannot do that? So ang sakit nun, ang hirap. Sa totoo lang. Pero we just all wish for the day na we can celebrate the love that we have with the person that we want to marry. Na parang normal lang. Na hindi ka titingnan na bakit pareho kami na lang. Yun yung point eh. And kahit hindi mangyari in this lifetime, and hopefully it will happen to the people who we will be informing in the future. Na we just need to keep on fighting the fight. It's always gonna be there. And as long as merong mga tao na naniniwala, and I think this fight will not. And tayo pa, dami natin pinagdaanan sa community. So, pinagdaanan natin lahat yun. Hindi pa sa tingin nyo, ngayon pa tayo mag-give up. Just because some great person who doesn't know how to be in our shoes decides to take his stage because he's straight.
Tama.
Ayun. Sorry, medyo emotional kasi tagal ko. Parang okay lang kasi sa akin na hindi siya na mapag-usapan ng pero at the back of my mind, I'm still wishing that happened. Not just to me, but to everyone. To everybody.
Yeah.
Na sana hindi siya na sana umabot tayo sa level na kahit sa mga anak nila, they can proudly say that they are actually part of this community. They can be whoever they want to be.
So speaking of joke lang, go lang.
Sige lang, go lang. Okay lang, tama na.
Speaking of being who you want to be, yung last question is, what's your say about gender roles?
Wala. Hindi na gender roles. Wala, hindi na uso yan. Galit. Uso yan.
I mean, go lang.
Ako, personally, it's bullshit. Sorry.
Okay.
It's bullshit. Kasi, technically, especially, ayan yung pinaka-nakakairitang tao sa mga lahat in a relationship. Oh my God, see, who wears the pants in the relationship? Sino sa inyo yung lalaki o babae? Pakinyo.
Sino yung nanay? Sino yung tatay? Ay, wow.
Anong pakinyo? You can ask, actually, mas okay na ito. Mas okay pa na itanong na if you were the provider. Sino yung provider of the family? Because technically, if you're saying a provider, it doesn't necessarily mean who's the guy or the girl. It's technically who is providing for that family. Ako mas okay sa akin. Itanong mo lang gano'n. Kumpara mo, sino yung tatay tsaka sino yung nanay sa'yo?
Weird.
So, sino yung mas babae?
Ay, nako.
Sino yung mas lalaki sa inyong dalawa? Di ba?
Yeah.
Sige, tanong ko sa inyong dalawa. Lalaki, straight couple. O sino yung mas lalaki sa inyong dalawa? O di ba nagtaka kayo? Di ba nakakaasar yung tanong?
Yeah.
So why does it feel that when you ask us to us, it will be okay?
Ay.
And that's why gender roles are fucked up there. Because yun nga, it all boils down to what our ancestors or what the society has already pushed us here. Yun yung heteronormativity na gusto natin eh. Yun yung instill sa atin. That's why I keep on saying that na we have the power to actually change it. If it starts with us, in the near future, at the same time, lahat sila mag-open up.
Yeah.
Kung hindi man sa atin mangyari yun, at the very least, we can look forward to a future for our kids, for the next generation, to actually evolve to something that is not confined in a gender role.
True.
Diba?
Yeah.
Kaya parang ako, sobrang uso na yun. Ano na yan? Parang, ano ba naman yan? Lahat naman ito, ay, gumawa na ganito, bakit kailangan sabihin na, sino yung kailangan, sino yung babae, oh my God, sobrang okay. Nakakaasap pa rin siya parang din. Especially yung oh my God, sorry,
Go lang!
Go.
trans
Go lang.
people na, katanong nila na parang, kailan mo nalaman na babae ka?
Oh, yeah, that's
Ay!
it.
Kailan mo
Ako. Ay, grabe.
Parang ako, you don't ask a trans person that.
No.
That's why that person transitioned in the first place, because he or she doesn't feel that he is actually assigned the correct body. He or she doesn't feel that she is in the right person, the right physically. That's why he or she transitions. Yun nga yung point eh. Walang point yun. Kasi yun nga yung unang naisip nila. Yun sa puso nila. So bakit mo tatanungin ko kayo nagsimula? Meron ba nag-trigger? Yun yung mga ganun. Parang ako, paano mo nalaman kailan, parang okay lang na you ask, when did you start transitioning? Pero yung asking the question of, kailan mo naramdaman na babae ka na? Parang,
Hindi,
sino nagsimula?
Hindi yan epiphany eh.
Hindi
yan
epiphany. It's not an epiphany. Hindi siya light bulb na parang pagising mo ng umaga, oh my God, gusto mo ba?
It's an uncomfortable experience and it cannot be translated to words.
Dysmorphia? Do you think naramdaman mo ba yun? Your gender dysmorphia? Kasi okay lang, you're comfortable. And I cannot speak for, since I identify as sorry, wait lang. I am a gay, basta, I feel it, ako lalaki, I'm a gay man. So, hindi. Pero, at the same time, ko naman be sensitive of asking questions. And personally naman, I really do think that there is a change already in how people actually conceptualize these people. Yun nga lang, since ito na open up na yung idea of being transgender. It's always there. Nandito na yung idea. Kasi dati pag alam mo yung mga may family, isa sa family mo na sabi nila, ay yan yung bakla sa ating family. Na nagdadamit babae. Yun yung kakaibat di ba?
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, we have that politically correct term of that person, which is a transgender man or woman, na kung sino man, kung ano man yung gusto nilang sabihin, just let it be. Gender roles are so 1990s. Wow, sabi ko. So 1990s, guys. So kung mag-ano lang naman, it's always, ako naman, I'm not perfect as well. Minsan nagkakamali din naman tayo. Pero at the same time, let's just be sensitive on how people actually. Sorry, may question pala ako sa gender role. Sorry, kasi ngayon lang ako na. I came out recently to my high school friends. Siguro 2 to 3 years ago.
Okay.
You know what? That's something that offended. Hindi ko alam kung dapat na-offend ako. Tinanong nila ako kung ano yung pronouns na ginagamit ko. They asked me, hindi nila ako diretso. Some person asked another person what pronouns I use now because I'm gay.
Oh.
At the same time, it's supposed to be not be offending, but at the same time, you ask to another person. You ask to another person, you know that I just came out as gay. You ask to another person, what is my pronouns? Why did you not ask it to me? So it felt like a microaggression on myself.
Yeah,
diba?
it is. Tama.
And ito pa, I'm not the only gay guy in that group. I was just the latest gay guy in the group. Diba?
Yes.
So why is this question supposed to be not to be offensive? But at the same time, it came out as offensive to me because I heard it from other.
Yeah.
Yun na lang eh. Ang sabi nga nila, marami na tatanong sa inyo kung ano. Ako, I'd rather you ask me directly what my soji is rather than ask it from another person.
Yes. Actually.
Yun eh. Mas hindi mo, ako personally lang naman to, kung iba, hindi mo offend. Pero, sorry, you can just ask directly a person from the community. Kung ano ba sila? It's not that big of it.
Just to like piggyback, to be like more sensitive when asking, the safest question to ask is, have you decided what your pronouns are first?
Yeah.
Because some people are still trying to figure out their pronouns. Siguro like maybe ask first if they're still like exploring or questioning. Yeah, ganun. When you ask questions. I learned this from Trixie Mattel from one of her videos. You know.
Tsaka kung hindi kayo sure sa pronouns yan, call them by their first name, guys.
Yeah.
Actually.
If you're not sure and you don't want to ask, call them by their first names. Call them fam. Call them something that is gender neutral. It's not your... It's call them... It's not something that is...
Oh my gosh.
It's not something big of a deal, guys. It's not something that you should think about so much. Parang ito kasi yun eh. Every like, not saying ally or trying to be an ally wants them so much to tip around the corner of to not offend anybody else. But at the same time, if you just ask directly the correct questions, it's not going to be perfect. And yes, thank you very much, Kate. Homosexuality is a mistranslation in the Bible, and that is true, factual, and made by straight people.
Thank you, academicians.
Sorry sa mga straight na nakikinig. I am so sorry.
No,
but
go lang.
I'm so sorry. This is our time. As much as I want to say, it's not. It's we have different battles that we're going through, and okay, sige. I'm not going to apologize to straight people.
Yung mga straight lang ang mag-a-adjust dito. Okay.
You need to adjust because you're the norm.
Kayo na yung may maraming privilege. Paki-share na lang po.
Yes.
Thank you.
So you're the norm. What are straight people?
Ano? Stiff. Ewan ko.
Stiff siya. Anyway. Naisip ko rin yun eh. Kasi ang nanghirap din eh. I mean, no matter of gender roles as well, it's, yun nga, never contrive to yourself what society says that a man and a woman can do. Never do that. Never push yourself. It's just going to limit yourself on what you can do. Kung gusto mong sumakay ng, kung gusto mong mag-basketball kasama ng laban mo lang yan. Kasi hindi naman tayo pare-pareho ng so don't consider yourself on what you were born with. It's only your mental state or state of mind that will be pushing you to a different heights or something. Wala na ako. Anyways. Sabi nga ni Charlie SS, gay rights. Sorry, LBT rights. LBT rights.
LBT. We have to be specific.
LBT
talaga po. Noted po.
Make sure lang namin kasi alam naman namin that out of all the people in the community that the gays are trashes.
Sabi ko kanina na sa community yung trans men and women yung pinaka we should like take care of and
take care of.
Light. Yung gay men yung nasa kanal. Literally.
Gay men yung kanal. Kami yung aliping sa gigilid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Tama.
Okay.
Kasi ano yan?
If you had to single out people.
Okay.
Kasi kami yung pinaka-less struggle. I'm so sorry. Totoo naman kasi talaga yun.
Is it right to say that among the LGBTQ plus community that the gays are the most privileged?
Yes.
Okay.
Kasi nandyan yung gay men are still men and we still live in a patriarchal society.
Gets.
And then to
yung misogynistic na aspect of it is still there.
and
Okay.
we still get to enjoy the privileges of men in general.
True.
Patriarchy. Pero
For
ayun
sure.
nga eh. Kasi kaya kami ganito ni Isko, alam naman namin na kailangan namin. We recognize that. And
Oh.
I think that's a tip for everyone that you need to recognize what your privilege is. At the end of the day, if you are just more privileged than one person here. And it's, you take into that account, you ride with it and make sure that you don't, you help others to make sure that they are, kailangan mo silang i-gatekeep ka, wag protektahan. Kasi ikaw yung privileged.
Yes.
Wala
Sorry,
namang mawawala sa'yo.
this may sound very pageant-y, pero since we have the voice, the goal and purpose to not talk over those who are voiceless, but to amplify their voice. Ganun.
Yeah.
Since you have the privilege and the clout, you gotta do is to amplify those who are voiceless.
Ako na kayo mambarda ng kapwa niyo.
Tama. Like,
Parang ako, ano ba naman yan? Alam mo, tipong the most people that are son, because their privilege is streaming. Parang ako, wala kang karapatan sa community na to. Yes, you are gay, pero at the same time, you don't have the right to mind other people in the community just because you are gay.
Tama. Let people enjoy things. Babalik sa BTS. Pero anyway.
Imagine mo nga yung mga lesbians ka, taga-taga, minsan ka nag-uusap lang sila isang oras na, tapos kinabukasan, mag-movie na sila. Nagreklamo ba kami?
What?
I love lesbians.
Nagulat
my God, I love lesbians.
ako. Oh my
Lesbians
God.
Let's go lesbians.
Kasi ganito, I'm so sorry. If there are any lesbians,
Hi! Joke lang.
it's always because they are always emotionally attached, and I love them for that.
Oh my gosh, parang inatake ako. Pero joke.
Kasi
Raven, let's go.
Ganito, ang number one kasi weapon ng lesbians or anybody with a girl is, pag-uusap. The power of word. Na parang, oh my God, ang sarap mong kakwentuhan.
Ay, shucks.
Let's move in today.
Oh my gosh.
May ganyan na running. Tama.
Oo, may running joke talaga siya na gano'n. I'm so sorry. Pero, favorite ko talaga sila. Kasi, they're just so pure. And walang kabahid ng mali siya and anything. Tapos pag mag-aaway sila, parang ako, oh my God, nag-argue sila because of ganito. Anong cute ninyo. Parang gano'n.
Yung mga bading, number one, may mga attachment issues pa.
Attachment issues, madaling maglilipat sa isang araw, ganyan.
Fickle-minded people.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my
tawag ko.
term. Seryoso?
Yes, Wendell. Yeah, you calling.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad
Oo.
na taken siya.
Tama, sorry. Acknowledge din natin na yung patriarchy is a sexualized na yung mga lesbians. And it annoys me na parang for straight guys, especially yung patriarchy na yan, just ko, it's just because two girls are kissing, it's not because of a sexual fantasy. Okay? They love what they do. Let them be it. And they hate guys. That's why they're doing that. So let's not put it that way.
Sobrang hirap kaya maghanap ng lalaki na mas parang upgrade sa tatay ko. Sa totoo lang. Sobrang hirap.
So yung tatay mo talaga yung basis.
Yeah, because that is great.
Closest niya eh.
Sa bagay, that's your male figure.
Yeah, I mean, ang mapangit lang kay tatay ay body shaming and misogyny. So, anyone higher than that, mahirap na talaga. Dahil accepting naman talaga tatay ko, cool siya. So, actually, siya yung the best. Tapos, ngayon ko lang na-realize na it's a lesbian thing pala yan. I mean,
so I know you are like new to this.
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
Pero yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess
lesbian.
I guess it makes sense that we connected immediately after our first meeting, like 6 hours of talking to each other, and we're not tired, and we're like, oh, we just met. I mean, I feel like we know each other for a year now. Oh my gosh.
Tapos pag
Ganun pala.
ito yung parang sinasabi nila, yung parang there is like a lesbian dating app na pag tinignan mo yung, kinompare mo siya for example to like Tinder or Grindr for gays, Yung conversation, siguro mga 5 lines. Pero yung conversation ng mga na mag-uusap sila parang paragraph per paragraph. Mag-uusap sila. It's really something that the power of it's the power of like the talk that drives the lesbian community, which is amazing. And by the way, I'm not going to put it in a sexual context. By the way, if you are curious, guys, scissoring is not a thing. Okay? Don't
Yes.
let blue is the warmest color blind.
Let's not get into how problematic that movie
How
is.
problematic it is, but yeah, no,
Right.
it's not a thing. Okay.
Tama yung sabi ni Ms. J. As a woman
Yeah.
attracted to other women, I don't kiss women for your entertainment, straight men.
Yes.
Also invalidating my attraction to
Yes.
women. Very feminine previously and previously in a long-term heterosexual relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, yun rin yung point about, I guess related rin yun sa question na gender roles. I mean, you're still bisexual just even though you're preferring men or a man or a woman,
Yeah.
either way. You're still bisexual.
Yes.
Walang mali doon.
Yes. Ito lang yun eh, parang ako, yan, isa pa, sa gender roles, pag bisexual ka, parang, oh my God, are you more attractive to men than women?
Yan. Parang it's not 50-50. It can be 10, 90, 69, 31. I'm good at math. 45,
Yes.
50, 55. Oh, parang ganun yung division.
Kaya yung parang yung unang sinabi ko is, we need to shape what media says us about regarding bisexuality. Because every time saying that bisexuals are actually the most privileged, sinasabi nila yun, parang, oh my God, I'm privileged now. Parang ako, kasi I can go swing both ways, ganyan. Parang ako, no. It's not that.
Actually,
By the way, I need to confess, that was, hindi mo thought I identified that, but it was more of a mindset from myself, na parang, bisexual ako para lang ma-accept ako na meron pa ring straight part sa akin.
Yeah, I agree. Parang you have this safety net in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Parang ganun.
That's how I treated bisexuality before, and now it's so much more than that. And
there's still a part of you that can still very much conform to the heteronormative norm. Yeah, it's a microaggression in a way.
Yeah.
Pero it hopefully it's just a phase to everybody. Hopefully no one stays with that point of view.
And yun tuloy.
I mean,
kasi ganito yun eh. Parang ako, technically, parang sinabi ko sarili ko na bisexual ako. Because I thought that being bisexual is I can still push myself to liking girls. But unfortunately, it's not. It's not a thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Parang ganun eh. Parang it's my safety. Na parang, baka pwede akong magpakasal pa in the near future. Pero also at the same time, na-realize ko na parang, hindi naman talaga dapat.
I mean,
I'm not attracted talaga. So
okay.
it's something that you came to realize in the near future. But that is just my case. For example, kay Ben, na he's bisexual, but he has a lot of gay friends imposing to him that he is gay, na face lang yan. Pero paano pag attracted ka talaga sa babae? That's your bisexual. Because you're bisexual because it's attracted to both men and women. That's it. Nothing too complicated. Hindi yung reason para magsabi niyo ng sabi, maganda nakaka-insta eh. Kasi yung bisexuality na parang sila yung nag-cheat kasi bisexual sila. What the fuck, dude? No.
Question po. I mean,
yeah.
I still think I know what the difference is, pero gusto kong marinig yung opinion niyo. What's the difference between bisexual and pansexual?
Bisexuality is between a man and a woman. Pansexuality is you're attracted to all genders.
Okay, so
it's all genders. It's encompassing. So if you're like, kung gusto mo ng It's regardless if you really like people who are gender fluid, anything, gender fluid, gender non-conforming. That is the difference between being a pansexual, you're open to everything, compared to being bisexual, which is you just like either man or woman.
Okay. Okay, tama pa rin naman yun.
Yung
iniisip ko.
omnisexual, medyo mahirap, medyo masakit sa ulo yan.
Yeah,
Yung
ayoko
omnisexual
na.
masarap ulo.
Ayoko na. Wag na muna.
Kasi I'm not the number one. I just know what I read, and kasi again, also by the way, take time to educate yourself, especially
Yeah.
for these type of roles, because there are tinawag na LGBTQIA+ in the first place, because there is a whole spectrum about it, and that's why I really like how David Archuleta came out, because he came out and technically a romantic or an asexual. So it's not hindi siya kasing na parang, oh my God, I know somebody popular now that is actually asexual. So there is also like that. It's if you do not feel any sexual attraction to anybody else, but you feel romantically connected to it, that is very fine as well, because you have also a partner for that. So yun it's mahirap kasi na yung aspect ng gender roles or gender identity, etc. It's coming from a place na internal talaga eh. Pero at the same, darating yung point in your life that you will find your type. You will find somebody that will encompass what is you are feeling. Anyways.
Okay. Yay. So,
Dami ko si
yeah.
Closing remarks na ba yun? Bye!
Hindi naman.
Hindi, go lang. Ay, shucks. Alam ko may sasabihin ako, pero nakalimutan ko na.
Mayroon pala ako.
Ay, sabihin pala ako by the way, ang sapiosexual ay hindi tunay. Hindi siya
Ano yun? Alam ko hindi yun.
Si Shane sapisexual. Charot.
Yung sapiosexual, sorry, I need to double check on this man. Kasi,
Oh my gosh.
kasi ito yung sinasabi ng mga tao na parang, you find intelligence arousing, but, how can I say this? It's not a... Isa pa yung metrosexual. Ayan, Diyos ko. Ayan yung ano.
Ay nako, ang metrosexual alam ko ay parang sobrang super hygienic person na lalaki.
Hygienic person. Parang ako, it's not a sexual type of mine. It's not part of the...
Hindi yan part of the queer community. Parang yuppie lang eh.
Yes, tama yung sinabi ni Mimi. It implies existence of being around sa dumb people. Parang, oh my God, it's... If you see somebody, please call them out.
Oh my gosh.
Kasi
Ano
it's
yan?
not a sexual attraction. I mean, I get that you like intellect, pero it's not a badge with a flag that you can actually use. So, it's, yun na. I just want to say that it's valid, but at the same time, it's somewhat offensive as well. So,
Oh my gosh. Parang smart shaming.
yes, it's smart shaming.
Oh gosh.
It's definitely smart shaming.
Thank you for the education.
Oo. Kasi pag hindi porket tinitita mo ng sexual lahat ng mga tao ay okay na. Kasi may mga context yun na dapat it's taken into context. Uy, ganito. Ito lang. Yung part na yun. It's yung sapiosexual talaga yung peak. Be. Lalapin mo yung utak ko?
Oh my gosh.
Yun yung point.
Ay, grabe Miss Saint.
So, a lot of these things, especially yung metrosexual, it's just saying that the straight people can clean themselves. That's a different conversation. Yung Myers-Briggs types, next time na natin pag-usapan. Kasi we are not the best not the best persons to be there, the spokespersons. I think the site people in our server will be the best ones to answer that.
Ma'am Donna, Miss
Hello,
Donna.
hello, Donna. One you dito. One you.
Si Wanyu rin po.
Wala na yung mga psych peeps.
Hindi na tayo mag-gusto kasi sa zodiac sign kasi hindi natin siya I mean, okay lang, pero wag natin siyang gawin. Let's go to something that we know.
You tried. Neb, you tried.
Hindi, Ben.
Benny, please,
Oh my
Benny.
gosh.
Uy, grabe ka naman yung Metro Manila. Paano yung Metro Davao? Metro Cebu?
Oo nga, Metro Cebu. Oo.
Basically, mga city folks ang metrosexual. You
Oo,
tried.
parang kayo ng Metlogs. Gusto mo manood nun?
Ano
Charot,
yun? Oh my God.
may movie na Metlogs. Tapos ganun yan.
no.
Tungkol sa mga metrosexuals. Sobrang walang kwenta.
Okay.
Metro Cavite. Charot, GMA, ganito naman nila. Ano yun? GMA Cavite.
Oh my gosh.
Metro Baguio. Wala tayong meron ba tayong up north representation?
What do you mean?
Wala. I think
Walang
our
taga
farthest-
Ilocos? Walang
our
taga
farthest
Baguio?
is Pampanga. Diba? Walang
Ay!
Wala
Baguio.
tayong Ilocos people.
I think Pampanga yung farthest. Please correct me
Amazing.
if I'm wrong.
Oh, wow.
Diba?
Yeah, so far wala pa ako napapansin na.
Si Saint yung lang, at saka yung si Lex.
Hindi, sige, lagyan natin lahat. Metro Marikina, Metro Pasig, Metro.
I mean,
So,
Walang
buti
Bulacan,
naman dito yung
walang-
sapiosexual. Nalala ko yung conversation. Sobrang lala talaga ng sapiosexual. Kasi nung una parang, uy, oh my God, this is such a cool term. It's yung, oh my God, I'm a sapiosexual. Parang, what the fuck? No, you're smart shaming, dude. Hindi yan personality.
actually, akala ko ang sapiosexual ay libido or something. Hindi pala.
Hindi. No.
Sa mga walang saplot. Charot. Charot.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ano? Kalimutan ko ulit. Grabe, kakainis. Palagi na pagtahimik ako. Ganun talaga.
Pero, baby, while you think about your thought, meron ako
Ayun.
dagdag. Alam mo na?
Ayun na po. Thank you, Miss Saint.
Sige, go.
Oh my gosh. Mas magaling ako listener kaysa talker kasi. I mean, in terms of identity, I guess, ako, iniisip ko kasi automatically ang tao ay either pan or ace. Depende talaga sa environment na i-shape siya. Tapos, in terms of coming out, yeah,
English po.
ace. Asexual.
Asexual.
Sa coming out, ako, I don't feel obligated to come out. I mean, if only someone asks or someone really wants to know, I'll just say it.
Okay.
And I don't think, I mean, actually, lumaki ako na palagi nila ina-assume na lesbian ako. At ako hindi ko dine-deny or ina-acknowledge because one, I've been told I can't have a significant other or partner until I graduate college. So hindi ko talaga inisip about that. Batang-bata pa ako, wala akong pake. So I guess either I'm an ace or I'm a pan or until I met you know who. So ayun. So I don't feel obligated to come out because I think a lot of people already assume that I'm a lesbian. Yung mga ganong thinking. Ako lang yata yung ganon.
Ganito kasi.
Wait, before you add, I have a similar thought. Ako din, because people thought I'm like, although I'm quote-unquote straight passing before, everyone thought it was like maybe queer or like gay or whatever. But like, my immediate response was like, maybe. I don't know. Not sure yet. Ganon. And then I had a girlfriend, and then like blah 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 blah, and then I discovered like maybe I'm really queer. So same kay Raven, na I don't have the pressure of like telling everyone, every single one of them who told me before, na hey, you're right. Like, why would I give them that? Why would I
Actually,
give them that
satisfaction.
Pero
No.
like, if they ask, then I tell them. Ganon. Like,
Yeah.
I came out to my closest group sa college because they asked me na, I kept on tweeting about my jowa, and then they all thought that medyo cryptic na the gender is quite hidden, parang gender neutral in tweets ko. It's not on
Opo.
purpose then. Not on purpose of like hiding it. Like, then I told them like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend. Ganun lang. Ganun kasi. Yeah. Same with Raven. Like, no pressure. Like, it's not my responsibility to tell each and every one of you who told me before I even knew what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Ako, sige, go.
sorry. Na-realize ko rin yun after watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend na si White Feather parang gustong-gusto niya talaga i-announce sa buong office or mundo na bi siya. Tapos ako, I will never do that. Parang nakakatakot naman yun.
Yeah.
Yung parang gagawin mong party. Ako parang hindi. I'm a private person. I prefer to keep things low-key. So, if I have to come out, they'll just maybe ask. Or I guess if they notice something, then I'll say it honestly. And I'm still figuring out rin naman. I mean, I've never thought of myself as a girl because I've always thought that maybe dad wants a boy, so I acted like a boy when I was a kid. Like I'm mimicking dad. Like I've done some mechanic stuff or being the one who can carry the heavy stuff in the house. Yung mga ganun, parang sa, ako to. I'm not against, I hate wearing heels, but I'm not against wearing a dress or something like that. So, pinag-iisipan ko pa kung, yung sa pronouns ko rin, pinag-iisipan ko na rin eh. Pero, so far, yung comfortable na muna, yung something comfortable na muna ako and I'm still figuring things out.
Yung, naman yun good. For my coming out naman kasi is, ako kasi hindi man I felt obligated, but I felt that it was part of me saying to myself that it is okay if I came out with the people that I'm close with.
It's letting it all out.
Yeah,
Parang
yung point na yun eh. Kasi parang ako nung time na my point in life that I said that I was gay is the point when I saw the people that I idolize to, that they are comfortable with themselves. Na parang sabi ko, okay lang naman to. Wala namang mawawala sa akin. Yun yung sinabi ko. That's the first thing ko. Then I started liking a certain person na kilala ni Bones. Tapos, tapos, yun yung point na parang ako, it's too much for me to handle. Tapos parang ako, it's too much for me to handle. Tapos parang ako, I need somebody to, kailangan ko ng masasabihan ng feelings ko kasi hindi ko na kaya. Then, that's the first time I said that I was gay to another person. Explicitly, hindi yung sinasabi lang, ini-impose niya sa akin na baling ka ba? Hindi yun. Yung parang, yun yung point. Na, okay, sige. I like this person. So, tapos, eventually, I felt na kailangan ko sabihin doon sa mga tao na I owe them because they are a huge part of my life. I want them to know that that this is the person that I am. So parang it's always a different journey. Hindi wala dapat ibang tao na magsabi na mag-come out ka except for yourself. If you're not ready, don't do it. It's your story to tell.
Kaya nalulungkot rin ako yung mga stories about they were forced to come out. So, oh no, why?
Hindi mo karapatan yun. Wala sa'yo yun.
Yun nga
You don't take that from another person.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, I was, parang ang daming tao parang forced na mag-come out ako, pero ako wala akong pake. I mean, wala pa akong inisip na ganyan dahil I'm focused on my studies. So, I guess, I was never forced to come out. I guess they just thought that I'm that. And they're just imposing that on me, and I'm just like, I'm not receptive to that, or I just stare at them, and yeah, yun. Pero ibang level na rin yung iba talaga na force na, yeah.
To answer Zizek's question, na have you accidentally outed someone? Not necessarily.
Ako no,
but
never.
Ako not necessarily, but at the same time, parang feeling ko yes. Merong nangyari before. Because I was not known before Parang ako, okay, sige ganito. Pero parang ngayon, come to think of it, parang ang hindi pala siya dapat ko ginawa kasi sila dapat yung magsabi sa akin. And I'm not in the correct position to do that.
Ako feeling ko yes kasi I love to gossip.
Mm-mm.
Feeling ko yes.
Ako hindi ako magaling mag-keep ng secrets kasi I can't lie. Pero at the same time, I tried my best. And at the same time, parang halata pala na bakla yung pinsan ko.
I don't want to be a hypocrite kasi parang feeling ko nadaan lang natin siya. Nadaanan natin siya in one way or another. Pero at the same time, we will be everyone will have, dadaan din tayo doon. Pero it's how we take that experience and not apply it to anyone further. Na yun nga, kung hindi sila handa mag-out and they're not comfortable with it, so be it.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, iba naman kasi yung parang indirectly at directly doing it.
pero yung pinagsisisa mo kasi siya is still not an excusable thing.
Tama ka.
It's not an excusable thing.
Okay.
Unless may sinaktan ka ibang tao. Sorry, as Scorpio. Joke lang. As a person, pag sinaktan mo ng kaibigan ko, bahala ka sa buhay.
Oh, sorry, I'm chewing, pero even though it's within your friend group lang, it's a private conversation, it's still not your story. It's not your story to talk about. Yeah. You don't assume. Don't imply. You don't.
Ay, actually.
Just don't be a shitty person. Because I will
Yeah.
use that against you.
Oh my
Joke lang.
gosh. I mean, ang lala,
Joke lang.
di ko alam kung bakit ko ginawa yun ng bata ako, pero inassume ko yung isa kong teacher ay bakla. So, I regret that. Yun lang ako
Ano yung
regret.
mga tao na gano'n? Akala ko, we all have those moments eh. Akala mo nung high school na, sweet lang. Alam ko ba din, feeling ko ba din siya, tapos malaman-laman ko siya yung unang kinasal sa lahat ng tao. Tapos parang ako, what the hell happened? may mga ganong point eh. Tapos parang ako, okay. It's not too safe to assume that what a person actually is actually his sexual orientation or what he wants to do in the future. Wala tayong pakialam doon.
Yeah, true.
Let's take a step back.
Coming of age really is just a lot of unlearning all those dated and problematic concepts we were used to. Parang ganun talaga yun. Like, coming of age, realizing that, we were wrong with a lot of things.
Yeah, tapos, ayoko na talaga mag-assume. Kahit sinabihan ako na, ay, bakla siya, ay, hindi ako maniniwala sa unless sinabihan ako ng ganun. Or siya mismo nagsabi, ayoko na.
Yes.
Ayoko na mag-assume na
We're
trauma na ako.
We're not the Tito Boys and the Christopher Mins of showbiz.
Hindi na po. Ayoko na ng chismis.
And it's our duty to have the message that we are actually learning right now and saying that to others and calling them out and make sure that not everybody in our community and also in people who are allies are actually being the correct allies that they are.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, minsan parang nagiging game na rin eh. Parang gaydar game. So,
gaydar! Gaydar is not a real thing.
Yeah, it's not real. I mean,
because you mentioned that.
Pero, ito, I mean, alam ko context yung gaydar is not a real thing. Pero sa totoo lang, ako kasi, yung personally, hindi ako na-attract straight. I know when it's like a straight dar. More of not a gaydar.
It's the reverse of gaydar.
It's the reverse of gaydar. Kasi parang, hindi ka tulad, alam ko, there are some people in the community parang gusto nila ng gays who actually like straight people. I'm not one of those people. It's something that is not me. Pero yun nga, yung point na parang nalilitik ko if I'm attracted to this person. Na medyo may confidence ako ng konti na alam ko medyo, gaydar siya. Medyo parang may chance ata ako dito. Parang yan. Pero it's still not assuming, but it's like some sort of like a feeling.
So thinking.
Pero pag alam kong wala ka pag-asa, no, you are not.
Alam, natutunan ko to sa kaibigan ko. Pero sabi niya, gaydar isn't a thing. It's more like identifying that person as someone who's lesbian or gay. That's just it. As in, parang a code or something based on how they wear or how they move or how they walk. It's just kind of like signaling to them that, hey, I'm also this
Ang
person.
station, parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Yes, in my mind, unless otherwise specified, everyone is queer. But at the same
Yes.
time, I
Actually,
know a shitty straight person and by the sa kabilang kanto, so I'm so sorry.
Yung,
oh
you
my
remind
gosh.
all people are queer unless otherwise specified. So like it's I think it's a good practice to ask people. So when did you know you're straight?
Ayan, yan ang the best
So,
answer
like when
actually.
did you realize you're straight?
I think we need to
Yeah.
normalize that. When
We
did
should-
you know that
We
you're
have to
straight?
normalize that.
Oh my gosh. Dahil totoo na yung sa yung sa question of the day, no one is 100% straight.
Yes, no one is 100%.
Wala talaga. Oh my gosh.
It's simple. No one is 100%.
Yeah, like, hi, why are you straight?
It's because of, for example, a really sure straight guy can comfortably say to another guy that you look attractive and not cringe about.
Actually. Yeah.
Isn't that a little bit gay? Yes. But is it sign of a true man of a straight guy that is comfortable with himself? Hell yeah.
Mm.
So let's normalize asking straight people when did they know that they're straight. So that they
Yeah.
know when they ask the question, when did you know that you're gay? We can ask the same question, when did you know that you're straight? It has always been there. It's just
Yeah.
that we have not have the same mindset as you guys. Parang technically, nalaman mo lang na straight ka. Kung nalaman mo na straight ka, nung nagkakaras ka sa unang babae, pero hindi pa ka sure kung straight ka. Yun eh.
Parang inatake na naman ako. Kailan ko na.
Hey, it's always let's normalize making straight people very uncomfortable.
Actually,
Because that takes out their privilege. And
yeah. I mean, I'm trying to be comfortable and making white people uncomfortable.
wait lang, race is a different
gosh.
question. Medyo mahirap na tayo.
Medyo mahirap na, pero at the same time, gosh, ayoko yung feeling. Oh my gosh, buti na sa Pilipinas ako. I hate it. Pero yun, sige. Ano pa? May sasabihin pa po ba? May tanong pa po ba ang straights? Joke lang.
Yung
Meron
face
po ba
ko,
talaga
nakikinig.
straight?
Yung straight bang nakikinig? Bakit parang wala naman?
Happy
Pero sa
Pride
totoo lang,
po.
I mean, it's personally ang saya ng kasi ito yung pinanghinayang ko na from a closing standpoint na this pandemic really helped me personally to reflect on a lot of these things, and I'm glad that we have this server to actually talk about these kind of stuff because it's not going to be na parang na we can celebrate pride on our own way. Na dati, ito talaga pinahinayang ako eh. Kasi, di ka makikita ko guys, pride happens in my city.
Yes. Kahit
The
na
problem
maputik.
is,
Yes.
I'm not that person is, hindi pa ako umaabot sa level na pumunta ako doon. Kasi I haven't mustered the courage to actually join pride.
Oh,
Tapos,
yeah.
for the year that I decided that, yes, I will join pride. Wow, this happened.
The pandemic happened.
So, ayun yung parang feeling na, okay, sige, let's go. Na parang at least we have this opportunity to actually say out loud and make sure that we are heard. Yeah. Because the pandemic is over. That's for sure. Kasi ang dami talagang tao. Guys, yung pride, yung last pride, yung 2019 pride, ang sakit sa ulo nun, guys.
Introvert ako eh. Kaya
Kasi
hindi ko
may
kaya.
ulan.
Hindi ko kaya sa ganun. Sa mga
Hindi,
protest or
kasi it was
rally.
raining. It was raining so hard. And everyone was there. It was like the inter-barangay of everyone. So parang naging ito yung ang saya na parang, you know that people want to celebrate pride because they feel at home in this space. Pero ang problema, nagsama-sama sila sa isang lugar tapos wala na makapasok sa Marikina. The last pride, parang ako, I was home, pero at the same time, hindi ako makapalabas ng parang lahat ng bagay. Oh my God, I see a lot of rainbow stuff, etc., etc. But it was just way too much people, and now you see the potential of
Yeah.
pride if ever the pandemic did happen.
Ang sad nga kasi the only obstacle that 2019 was the rain, but still people showed up.
People
It's like,
showed up.
It was a good build up. Ang ganda ng clout, ang ganda ng potential. But then the
Sobrang
pandemic happened.
Sobrang epal ng mga Twitter gays na parang, oh my God, it was so disorganized. Girl, did you expect to like 40,000 people to
Yeah.
join in?
Yeah. I mean,
No event person expected that.
yung ulan was an issue, but then also yung volume of people was unexpected. 'Di ba? Kasi noong 2018, 'di ba, medyo okay pa. I mean, it was a crowd that was manageable by the
Manageable.
venue. Oo. Noong 2019 happened, a lot of people came and then the rain happened. So
Yun nga eh. It's such an uplifting experience na hindi na in-expect ng mga organizers na magiging ganun. Pero at the same time, there are a lot of people that are saying na, uy, oh my God, this is Pride, dapat nagse-celebrate, nagko-party tayo lahat. Parang ako, girl, Pride is a protest, so why the fuck are you here? It's always...
Isn't it like, can you like see it in a symbolical way na like, girl, the struggle you're experiencing now, yung putik sa puti mong sapatos is nothing compared to the actual struggles that most of our brothers and sisters are experiencing in the real life. It's a little price to pay. Like rumarampa lang tayo today. Like
hindi to fashion show. Hindi para magdala ka ng rainbow na.
This is not RuPaul's Best Friend race.
Kaya ako nung time na yun, para ako, pupunta ba ako? Kahit umuulan. Nung time na yun, isip ko talaga kung lalabas ba ako. Tapos parang pag ganun ko. Nung nakita ko sa Twitter yung mga nangyayari, para ako, I don't want to deal with you. Because first of all, I saw you kumakain dun sa may kabilang kanto. Nakita ko yung same person na yun from Twitter. Nandun siya, nito-Twitter, kumakain siya dun sa may karinderya dun sa may kanto na dun sa may... It's coming from a person na nandun. Parang ako, nagreklamo ka, hindi ka, kanina ka pumipiyat, tapos kanina ka na naman, sitting pretty ka na kumakain ka lang naman. So bakit wala ka dun? Di ba? Happy ka? Convenience mo dapat. Problema natin.
Ako, I was supposed to go there. Pero
good luck.
Naka-event yung jowa ko that day. So we had to cancel our plans and like, yeah, yun lang. Pero sayang, would have been one of those who experienced the rain. But the rain is just like
on me.
May rain on me na.
Imagine mo, pag may rain on me nung time yun.
Oh, actually.
Walang pandemic. Yung mga tao, nagtapalo mo na siguro, tumasayaw ng rain on me. Diba? Parang, oh my God, this is something that is gonna be a different experience, but this pandemic happened. So, unfortunately, this is
si Bobby.
Imagine
Bobby, rain on me.
Pinension niya talaga.
Bobby.
Right? Yun lang.
Pero ayun nga, ang saya makita ng maraming tao na nagsasama-sama na. It's just that hopefully the mindset of people take out that Pride is not a party. Say,
ganun lang. I mean, ang ganda ng intention, ng initiative of people to come. At saka yung information and education is nasa responsibility ng organizer, which I think is the priority, Pride, ng Metro Manila Pride March, right? Saka, gets na yung they arrive. So, it's the opportunity that we should grab to educate them. That Pride, first and foremost, is a protest. We're here for something greater. It's a sacrifice we're doing here. Yeah, showing up is a symbol of something bigger than all of us here. Sayang talaga yung pandemic. Pandemic talaga yung napakalaking shit.
Talaga. Hindi sana lang. Buti kasi buti lang nung tao doon. Yung 2019 Pride ay hindi na ako single. Pero kasi kung imagine mo, nagbukas ka ng app doon, parang ako, oh my God, bakit ang daming tao na nandun sa proximity?
I-share ko na lang din, because of the success of 2019 Pride, we organized a team of people here in Cebu to organize a Cebu Pride March. And it's similar to the Metro Manila Pride March, but we actually wanted it to be bigger. and more community-based. Like, we already had some committees na the education research committee, responsibility committee. A lot of it was already in the works. But then the pandemic happened. It was so shitty because like we were really amping up a very big event sa Cebu na we already had artists that could perform, potentially perform, queer artists that could perform, music artists that can like perform during the actual event, and then a very big pride march that involves Mandaue City, Cebu City, and maybe nearby cities around Cebu. But then, you know,
Sa car ka. Charot. Sa car ka.
Kaya layo, be. Hindi pa rin mag-march to car from Cebu.
Sa car ka, lechon. Fiesta ng lechon.
Yung car ride from Cebu to Car is at least 2 hours. Kung maglalakad ka, ilang oras yun. Yun lang. Ang sad lang because based off of the success, despite of 2019, despite what other people say, we were inspired to create a march of our own here. Yun lang. It's just so sad. Hopefully we get to do it pag we were
Ako lalabas talaga. I'll see you there. Wow. Pupunta si On Ways ng panigurado. Wow.
The first Nerdvana meetup, tsaka nag-announce, will be at the Cebu Pride March.
Cebu Pride March. Hindi at at the Polomolok Pride March.
May alay na Polomolok.
Doon tayo sa Polomolok Pride.
So bahay tayo ni someone there. Not to like dox them. Someone there. Yun lang.
So, random ng
Polomolok
pili.
talaga. Pwede namang Pampanga or Cavite.
Sa Polomolok Pride Month.
Polomolok.
Sana talaga, hopefully. Kasi I want to experience Pride as somebody who's already, ang ganda ng feeling na parang, sure ka na sa sarili mo.
Yes.
And wala. And wala. Parang ang saya nga. Tapos parang ako, okay. Anyways, closing remarks na tayo.
Actually, malapit na mag-alauna. Yeah. So paano ba to? First, before we say our closing stuff, thank you to everyone who listened and to everyone who shared their thoughts, experiences, violent reactions, comments tonight. Ako Pride is a protest. It's not just exclusive to the month of June, because the struggles of the LGBTQ community happens every single day. Battle to move forward in this community, in this society. Tapos, I think that was a general call to action. I guess yung specific message ko lang is call out your friends if they are exhibiting problematic behavior. That's not exclusive to the queer experience. It's a general thought. Call out your immediate community as soon as they exhibit or they portray or they express problematic thoughts, actions, and behaviors. Yes. Okay. Next, Jun or Raven? Kaya
Raven muna. Wow, okay, finale.
Ikaw finale, go.
Okay, as a newbie, ayun, thank you for the education at salamat sa pagkikinig. Kahit nakalimutan ko karamihan ng sasabihin ko, pero salamat po. Ayun lamang po.
Sleepy time na.
Actually, sobrang fast that time ko.
Sleepy time na yun.
Like 4-5 hours past.
As the morning shift of Nerdvana.
Di ba, yung tayo patulog pa lang siya gising na, di ba?
Siya yung morning shift talaga dito. Server.
Staying up with us.
Oh my gosh, magagaling si Jesus. Malalate ako sa misa.
Okay. June, finish this off.
So, ayun. Thank you very much, guys, to Don. Sorry, pasensya na late. Pero anyways, to everyone who's listening or who will ever be listening to this podcast, it's take your time if you are part of our community. Don't let other people dictate what you can do. Remember, pride is a protest. It's always going to be a protest. And hopefully, you can be part of the protest of what we are fighting for. In, also, recognize your privilege. It's always going to be, you're always going to be more privileged as the next person to you. And don't let other people define how you express yourself or how you will be free on your gender identity. Kayo ang bahala doon. And kung hindi pa kayo handa na sabihin yan na maging part ng community, okay lang. We will always be here to welcome you with open arms and walk you through each and every step of the way. And take everything as a learning process. We can learn something new from each other. Always love one another. Don't spread hate because they are pangit and ayaw nating pumangit. So, yun lang. Happy Pride, guys. And hopefully you have learned a lot from what we have said tonight. And continue. Let's celebrate each other. Quirkiness, diversity, etc. Kasi lahat tayo dapat welcome here. Okay?
Yeah.
Yun lang.
Yay!
Happy Pride!
Happy
Go!
Pride!